Thou protest thy too much. I mean, how many are you gonna continue to lie about me? Oh, John's a alcoholic. Ay, ay, ay. Does Susanna have big areolas? Big deal. Buenos dias, Juan. El Tardamenda Amanda. Let's hack Friday by the stench of me. Can I help you? Play as my friend. Nice breath. Danny Bro, thanks for the bucks Hyatt. Get off your knees, Dave. You're embarrassing yourself. I didn't order anything, sorry. Did you order me beer or not? Do I have to pay for it? I don't want a moderator. Here is the dues payer begging for membership. Hello, McFly. Hello? Hello? Because he's fucking guilty. First of all, I have no respect for a brute. Is it beer? Grandma Levy, hack. He stacks Calhoun. He refused to give him back. Hello, McFly. Hold on. Bear with me. How are you, penis? I haven't seen you in a while. I actually had a career in show business. Oh boy. I came. I'm a functional alcoholic. I'm world famous. It was a barbecue restaurant. I'm a little lad who loves berries and peanuts. You know what that means, Dave? It's fun. Don't be touching my mean machine. Mean machine. Silent Mike. He's on a soul patch. Soul patch. Soul patch, side of mine. Soul patch, side of mine. Soul patch. He's got a soul patch. Soul patch, side of mine. Soul patch, side of mine. Soul patch. He's got a soul patch. Soul patch, side of mine. That's soul patch, side of mine. Oh, soul patch. He's got a soul patch. That's soul patch, side of mine. That's soul patch, side of mine. Oh, there's Soul Pet Solid Mike. Soul Pet Solid. Soul Pet Solid Mike. Soul Pet Solid Mike. There's right. He's on a soul pad. Nothing! Because they're all obsessed with me. Oh. Please go away. I didn't order anything. I order from Postmates because I don't want to miss the fucking game. Wow, Producer Joe, you know good guy. Really, Deuce Payer? Ran my fart box into oblivion. They're obsessed. Trundle snatch me fart stink. Dr. Steve, good job. So now they're all going to use the 30 grand for a butthole pick. What? Come here. Thank you, Crackhead Bob. You're welcome. Right, Willis? What? It's really not hard of a leap. Mongolian pussy.
DabblePoint. A Stuttering John Melendez roundtable discussion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are live. Yes, Point DabblePoint, the round table discussing one Stuttering John. Joining me, Mr. Mike Morse. From WATP, Mr. Karl H. Berger.
You gotta love Vinny Carlino.
And really, this man, I refuse to do the audiobook without him being included from here on out. From the Blind Mike Project, the one and only Blind Mike. Thank you.
Hey, I'm honored. Thank you for having me.
Gentlemen, how we doing? Another quiet week in the world of John. But the interesting thing is that any day now, this week, we could be hearing a result about the Rochester lawsuit.
It's overdue. The judge said he never takes more than 60 days. What's going on?
I think he's fascinated by this, personally.
I don't think you realize it's over 1,000 pages of nonsense.
I think him and his entire family are going over this document going, wait till you see what's on page 843.
Probably watching now. Hey, Judge.
Yeah, we're big fans, Judge. I don't know. Safe to say there hasn't been a case like this, I don't think. Yeah. So maybe it's not that open and shut as we think it is. Who knows?
How far over 60 days are we?
Well, he said that May 14th was the day he said, I'll have my decision in 60 days.
Okay.
So
today's the 20th of July. I know you're blind. You probably don't know what the calendar looks like. It's the 20th of July.
He just carves in marks on the wall like he's in jail.
You have a physical calendar?
Who doesn't?
Well, once that result is in, and hopefully it's in our favor, we will put together DabbleCon 3. It's going to be a real bummer if we lose and do DabbleCon 3, but I guess
we'll be fundraising.
Yeah,
I guess those black silhouettes with a question mark. Who are we going to be talking about?
But the show must go on, and I was curious as to what are, in your opinion, what would be the top 5 locations for DabbleCon 3? Because I get people reaching out to me, you got to do it here, you got to do it there, and you're the marketing genius, Karl. So where do you see some of the spots for DabbleCon 3?
So I've done live WTP shows in a number of cities. Some have been successful, others have not been. I will tell you that one of the best ones we had was in Philadelphia. I think Philly is a great town because easy to get to from everyone in the Northeast. It's not as expensive and annoying as New York can be, so it's a little bit easier to both travel there and stay there.
Right.
So that would be my first choice is Philly.
Do you think after the World Cup and the All-Star game, they'd be able to handle it, really?
Do they have the infrastructure in place? I'm not sure.
Carl's like, I got us a great venue, real cheap. It's on Kensington Ave. And I get this one a lot. Las Vegas, people tell me. Florida. Tampa. Yeah, Florida, a lot of people are saying. And then one guy says...
Not just Tampa. Hear me out. Boca's, the Black Box has a nice theater. No. The club that John performs in is like next door. The little 60-seat room. But they have an actual theater with screens and, cameras and everything.
So does Side Splitters has a theater that they
at the Wesley Chapel one, yeah.
Well, I think you also have to take into consideration the time of year we're doing it. Florida sounds a lot better in February.
Well, so that's another question. Let's say the decision came down today. When are we thinking that DabbleCon would be?
1 month. No, I'm just kidding. That's a good question. I don't know. You got to give time for some planning and getting a guest list together.
Well, the hard part is going to be securing a venue. I mean, the venues are all booked up for the rest of the year, I would think. We could do, I've done before, an afternoon. So we played in Nashville, and there was a show Saturday night. So we did Saturday afternoon at the venue. We could maybe do something like that, but that's going to be tough.
All right. Well,
Where does it feel fitting after, assuming you guys win the lawsuit? It does feel like a good victory lap to do it in Florida, no?
I mean, it's a good chance for him to attend. And then New York or the East Coast, the tri-state area, we got a good shot of booking some. I got some pretty wild ideas for guests. Let's just say they're in that area.
A little Tabber Benedict. Is that what you're thinking, Shuli? Because I'd like him to be on the show.
Listen, all I'm saying is maybe people will be owed money when this thing's over, and there's a way to recoup those losses. You know what I mean?
We could have a stand-up show from Susser.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? The curtain opens up. He comes out and goes, "Welcome to DabbleCon 3. I'm Bennett Susser." Chairs will be thrown in the air. Babies will be made. I mean, forget it. Forget it. People will go nuts.
He has so much charisma, that man. I got to sit in a courthouse with him for a little while and watch just oozing off of him.
Yeah. Florida is Catalano-con territory. Well, God forbid. We don't want to upset Joey. Stevie Tomatoes, somebody suggested. They were very helpful last time we were there.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, I don't. Really, the battle comes down to West Coast, East Coast. I think that's because the people on the West Coast, they don't want to come to the East Coast, and vice versa. And I think we have large audiences on both those coasts. Probably the biggest of the audiences on the West and East Coast.
Well, the other thing we can do. The first WTP live show I did was in Chicago because I thought, okay, there's a city people like to go to, lots of shit to do, and pretty centralized location. So if you're coming from the West Coast or the East Coast, not too bad a flight. Of course, I do have a live show coming up in Detroit, WTPlive.com for tickets, October 2nd. We'll be back in Detroit. That's a good city as well. So we could look Midwest.
Has anyone suggested Minnesota?
Yeah, that's a good idea. St. Cloud.
Maybe we do two. How about an East Coast and West Coast?
Jesus Christ. We're down with the fucking Beatles.
DoubleCon.
We're going to milk every drop out of this fucking thing. Antonio, member for 16 months. Thank you. Thank you guys for joining us. Just under 900 people here live. Hit like, hit subscribe. All that good stuff. Check out supertip.gg/TSN. And if you get a gifted membership, make sure you thank the people that are gifting them to you. 10 gems, minus 1 gold coin. Okay.
I think what that is those gifts that they can send, the things in the vertic. I think that's coming into StreamYard now.
Okay. Good explanation. Thanks. I'm on top of it.
Everybody, was that clear thing?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. Jim Goad. Who's Jim? What happened? I'm sorry. Rest in peace, Jim. Do you only join PDP on your channel, Shuli? Just checking. Blind Mike really sticking it to Rocco being here. First of all, PDP was supposed to be on my channel last week, so I missed it last week.
If I may double back to Jim Goad, I being the grammar hammer, I think it's actually Jim Went.
Not
soon.
Goad. Got it. Yeah. So no, the answer to your question.
Man is dead.
There's a time and a place, Mike. Really, get it together. H-Man is here. Nice to have class in the room.
Thank you.
Killer 420 gifted 20 memberships. Thank you, Killer. Cut the crap. DabbleCon is overdue for tri-state area. New York, New Jersey, PA.
It's always been in the tri-state area. It's in New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Rochester's actually more like Canada.
Yeah.
It's like the tri-state area.
Needs to be in. We were in Rochester in February, -4.
Can I tell you? I got to hang out with Ryan Long this past weekend. By the way, he's doing filming a special this weekend coming up, and I just saw it. It's fantastic. Ryan's a great stand-up comic. Anyway, so he was in Boston, sold out the Wilbur Theater Friday night, goes to the airport, misses his flight, and has to get a rental car and drive to Rochester. He's like, "Holy shit! I had no idea how fucking far Rochester is." Like, you're from Toronto.
Yeah.
How do you not know where Rochester is? It's the other side of the lake over there.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm surprised anyone showed up in February, including us. To Rochester.
That was brutal.
It's been a long time since I heard Sussa. Go Bills. Michael P. Thank you. Weetard. Hey, anyone else see Andrew Tate got arrested while he was dressed like Mary Tyler Moore? No, I did not. Pittsburgh, cheap, easy, central, and lots of dabblers.
I like Pittsburgh. That's a cool city.
Yeah, it's a good city.
Yeah. The Comedy Zone in Greenville would cream for a love event like DabbleCon. Missy B checking in.
Yes.
All right, Missy B. Dr. Steve has to come if we do that.
Yeah, I think we
Bring him
can
back
fit more.
into the Dabbleverse.
I think we could fit more people in on Cumia's compound than the comedy club. New York, you dopes. It's Genta. You don't want to cross her. Oh, that's another one from Torito. 2 gems, 100. Thank you for the 2 gems. MorseCon featuring Shuli and Karl.
Boom. Now we're talking.
You want to see tickets flying off a shelf.
Look at this. We have 2 people that jumped into second Pittsburgh.
Okay.
All right, we're up to 3 tickets sold in Pittsburgh, guys. You're putting yourselves out there. You're on the list. DabbleCon 3 at Midwest Potato Bar. Then you've officially made it.
That's a good idea.
It was a barbecue restaurant.
Would you want to do it as something John centric? That could be cool. I don't know what that would be, but like an homage to John.
Well, a bar obviously would be the place to do it.
yeah, bar or we just turn. Hear me out. Instead of DabbleCon 3, Dabble Wedding Roasters. We start a business where you can hire us to roast people at your weddings, bar mitzvahs, and/or anniversaries. I can't believe that didn't take off. How'd you score the Big Shot Blind Mike for this? You reach out, man.
I pulled it off, guys.
Yeah. I begged Karl. I reached out to Karl. I begged him. I said, money is no object.
I booked Bob Levy for Dabbleverse Live on Mike's channel this week on Thursday. And I booked Blind Mike for Shuli's channel on Point DabblePoint today. So I have a new job, apparently.
There you go.
He's like a GM at the trade deadline. He's
right. He's got 3. He's got 2 phones, one in each ear. Yeah. 30. Hey, Bob, we're really looking forward to having you here at Dabbleverse Live. We're really excited, Bob. Thanks. 30 gems is a flower. All right. I know I can't see. Now 300 gems is girl power. What is this shit? Facebook stars have been sent. Go Bills. Yeah, this is worse than 10 gems. Happy poop. What? Punta Cana Hyatt for DabbleCon 3. That sounds like fun. Silver Star. This is. When did this start?
I don't know. This is worse than YouTube products.
Yeah, Detroit. Pork
I hear
Chop
you, buddy.
Express.
A lot of dabblers in Detroit.
Vegas from Eugene. Boston, so we can get Blind Mike.
That is true. You do have to do it. Well, Boston's probably too far for Mike at this point.
Too far now, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but you have to do it in Mike's backyard for him to show up.
All right.
How big's your backyard?
I fly out and pick up my dad all the time. I can fly out and pick you up, Mike, if you want. We can travel back together.
Nice.
Hey, boys, I think DabbleCon 3 in Atlantic City would be awesome. There's a bunch of convention spots you can get, and it's easy to fly into. Yeah, you're right. We only had 1 car stolen at the last DabbleCon. We should really go to Atlantic City so everyone can be in danger. That's a great idea. Have you ever stepped outside in Atlantic City?
No.
Anywhere in
Why
Atlantic
would
City?
you? That's a terrible idea. When we went to Atlantic City for the Super Bowl thing, I drove down with Trucker Andy, producer Chris, and Kaylee. And Trucker Andy wanted to get an Airbnb that was a mile away from the Borgata. I'm like, we're staying at the Borgata, Andy. I'm not leaving the Borgata.
An Airbnb in Atlantic City is a trap. This is
Yes.
I've told this story a while ago, but back when Artie was on the show, we were doing a gig. This was after Lakeland, Florida, when Sal fell off the stage and broke his wrist. And we're in the Borgata, and Artie asked Sal and I to go to a Western Union to wire money to a guy in Florida. And, you know, I'm from the West Coast. I don't really know Atlantic City. I know Vegas. I figured, yeah, Artie's asking, no problem. We go to this, we leave the hotel. The cab driver's like, you want to go where? And I have $1,800 in cash on me. So it's just a pork chop around my neck. We walk into the Western Union, everything's bulletproof. Everyone's ready to kill each other. And I have to pull $1,800 out of my pocket to wire to some fucking guy who hooked Artie up in Florida. And Sal's sitting there in a sling with a black eye, and I'm going, we're done. We're dead. This is we're wounded gazelle out here in the Serengeti, and we made it back. And I was like, that's crazy that Artie asked us to do this. That was insane.
Well, nothing bad ever happens to Artie, so I'm sure you were safe.
Yeah. It's about time DC took place. DabbleCon took place in London.
Oh, overseas. All right.
I'd love that. DabbleCon 3 in Knoxville, Tennessee, eh?
I feel like we're just listing cities in America now.
Yeah, that's getting a little ridiculous now.
I say you should do it.
Texas.
I say you should do it in Bergen, Norway, which is close enough to Denmark. Oh, really? Go back to the
roots.
Yeah. All right. Madawaska.
Maine.
Yeah. Glad you're on, Mike.
Yeah.
Gold coin. Hey, now you're talking my language. DabbleCon 3, everyone packed in a car outside of McDonald's for free Wi-Fi, just like SJ.
That's a good idea.
That's a good theme. I like that. Sunday. Thank you. Have DabbleCon in the New York City area or feel my wrath. Shuli knows what I'm capable of. That is BMC.
I think that does make the most sense, don't you?
I think so. Frog, you're a worthless pizzle. Rochester is closer to Michigan than the tri-state.
Well, maybe, but technically New York's the tri-state area.
Well, no.
Yeah, it is. No, right? Upstate, Western New York is not anywhere near the tri-state.
No. The tri-state is within like a 50-mile radius of New York.
All right, Taylor Ham, we've heard your theories.
Well, listen,
if you do it in New York City, the next lawsuit can be in a New York City court, so that'll make it easier for everyone.
Oh, good point.
Right.
Yes.
You know what? Mike brings up an excellent. Let's find out which states have the best laws in our favor before we book this thing.
All right, hear me out, guys.
Yeah.
Branson.
Oh.
There's a lot of nice theaters there. You can get dinner early.
We get Yakov Smirnoff to open for us. Let's do it. We bus in.
There's
Dabbers.
magnets on the tray, so the plate stays in place. It's amazing.
Shuli, thanks for TSN and all the laughs. Karl, much respect. Blind Mike, thumbs up. Gotta love the boss's beatdown of the Mud Shark. Stern, 1 day a week.
Did you guys see that? Anthony talking to Chad?
No, I saw Anthony on BYB, which
that
was
good.
So great to see all those people that have been shitting on Anthony for months and months on end all get in line to suck his dick on the show, Ava included. It was fantastic. I loved it.
It was funny when Anthony was talking to Chad. Chad brought up the only reason why Anthony goes after him is because he wants to impress me. So I texted Anthony, I'm like, dude, thanks for not telling Chad about our secret meeting where I told you who to hate.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you did bring that. That'd be really embarrassing.
I never enjoy the let me talk fights where it's just screaming over each other. Like, I get why it's entertaining. I get why people were interested, but like, it was just Chad yelling, "Let me talk" for 40 minutes. It's like, talk. You're speaking. Just talk.
Well, and then he'd be like, "You're a loser." Right. Nothing going on. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Clapping seal. Thank you. Whatever guy. Floating heart. Sparkles. Gold coin. Sparkles. This is insane. We got to shut this off. Combust John an effigy or a dummy if possible. Well, it just so happens we do have a puppet, John. DabbleCon 3 will be my first trip to the U.S. Don't rip me off by doing Ronkonkoma or some horse shit. Can't wait, boys. Karl eats poop, beef ruins raids. Just kidding. Bacon Bits. Thank you, Bacon Bits.
Thank you, Bacon Bits.
Thank you.
Be great.
Mm-hmm.
I second Greenville. Laziest man on Mars. We got 2 there. Unk alert from Mason in Portland for 440 gems, whatever that means. Silver Star. Great seeing you, Karl. Had a fun weekend. Next time, just ask me for poop instead of following me to the men's room.
Yes, Hellraiser was at Vinny's Dirty Joke Book show with Zenhauser was the headliner Saturday night. And so I got to hang out with Hellraiser at that in the show last night. I got to say, I've never seen Vinny tell jokes before. It was refreshing. It was actually pretty funny. Yeah, it was wild. I was like, oh, wow, this guy's being funny. That's interesting. Let's do this more often.
Why no creep off today? What happened there?
Oh, it was a very busy weekend for Vinny Paulino. You know, he had to organize all of these comedy festival shows.
Did Vinny say he had to decompress today and he couldn't make the show?
Dude, I literally go to Hack the Movies last night. Tony and the other Joey C and Lucy Tightbox, they're all watching Street Fighter, the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Sure.
Which is very entertaining. Goes on a little too long, but whatever. Vinny's literally just standing in the back of the room. There's a camera set up. I go, oh, Vinny, you filming this? He goes, oh, no, that's Tony's. It's like, so what are you doing then? I don't understand.
Whatever it is, it's difficult. So
It's all brain work.
Yeah. You can self-sabotage the event at Villa Roma. There's a nice little callback. Voting Philly or Pittsburgh. Also was cool to meet you on Saturday, Karl. Cyanide Susie.
Hey, good to see you, Cyanide Susie.
Rodney's for DabbleCon 3. I just walked in on my mom getting tag teamed by 2 BBCs. Thank God TSN is on to block the pain. Thank you, TSN. You're welcome. And there's a lot of pain. You know, gold coin. Thanks, cup of coffee. DabbleCon 3.
Can I predict? Is it Karl? Do you remember on WATS we watched that NPC trend where it was just people being like, "Yum yum, thank you," and then, like they would send them cupcakes or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what this show is going to be. Basically, whatever you're reading is going
gems,
to be.
coins, gems.
Well, that's what that is, though. They're coming
Right.
up in the chat. If you're watching it on YouTube, you're seeing whatever you're reading on that thing is coming up in the chat as a graph.
Right. So when I click on it, are they seeing a floating heart right now?
No, they
for
see
10
that
gems?
when the person sends it.
So why the fuck am I clicking on these? People have already
To say
seen them.
thank you for.
Okay, here you go. You ready? Thank you, everybody, for all the gems, coins, and hats and fucking volleyballs you're sending. Whatever the fuck this is. Thank you. Can we move on with the goddamn show? Since we're all being selfish, DabbleCon 3 in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's a cool city. I would do that.
Go see the Fonzie statue.
Tierra del Fuego is on the list. Branson is close to St. Louis. Son of a bitch. I'm in. Have it and discount Don's location. We can't pin him down. Why can't we see Blind Mike on the show? That's a cruel trick, guys. My lost interest, 30 months. Good to see you, my friend.
Lost interest is here. Do you think we can get Joe Matarese if we did the show in Philly? That's another bonus.
No, he's 2.5 hours away, Karl. You're not listening to the podcast.
That bitch wife of his won't let him live close enough to get there.
He'll never make it. Not for 5 years.
Unless his podcast audience really chips in and makes it happen. Scout location.
Maybe he can come out and just play voicemails for us for an hour during the show.
800 gems turned it. Okay. Listen, I don't know what these things are, people. Thank you. DabbleCon 3 live from the West Bank. 3 chippies sent. And I don't think this thing has chippies. Skull. The gems are like bits on Twitch. It's money. Not sure how much YouTube takes, though. Frog, find out how much a makeup brush is worth to us, please, that someone just spent 6 gems on. And Happy Poop, that's 10 gems. Is Happy Poop worth more than a makeup brush? Stick with tradition. DabbleCon 3 in Rochester so I can protect you.
Well, there's that, too. That is, I'm sure a lot of people feel that way.
There is a nice club right here that is set up for streaming and everything else. So there's always that.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. We'll figure it out. First the judge, then DabbleCon. And it may be a question of what's the only thing we can fucking do. What's the only place we can do it at? It may come down to that. Michael P. at Super Tip. Oh, look at that logo. Just do it. Wait for it. I love that.
That's it.
DabbleCon 3 logo. That's nice. Thank you, Mike. And Carrie.
It's boss. It's fab. It's CatalanoCon, and it's happening next year. Got a website up and everything. All the kids who sit at the cool dabblers table will be there. Will you? T.E.S. when forever.
Yeah, if we get to a point where there's actually a location and a Dabble and a Joey Catalano con, I will definitely be there. You bet your ass on that. I ain't missing that. All right, let's get to easy for you to say. The smash bestseller from one John Melendez. We are in chapter 4, I believe, and let's pick it up.
My Channel 9 love affair.
It almost sounds AI. Like he's not even.
Yeah, asshole incarnate.
My Channel 9 love affair.
Yeah.
At this time, I started hitting on the talent booker for the Channel 9 show, Karen. She was a cute Jersey girl with a pretty face, killer body, and a good sense of humor. I was in love. I confided my
I feel bad. I'm sure people hate. I stop things all the time, but the first words where he says, "At this time, I started hitting on a woman." The chapter begins like it's Charles Dickens.
Well, it's also funny because Fred has talked about this and how like John would not leave this woman alone for a year straight. He just wore her down. And eventually she's like, fine, I'll go on a date with you, John. Because he was like relentless.
Never take no for an answer.
Dude, it's I mean, in this day and age, I don't think that's really like appropriate for the workplace. I'm pretty sure.
From a liberal
Melendez.
No.
Right.
sentiments to Robin
Who would
Quivers.
want to put their penis in a coworker?
Humor. I was in love. I confided my sentiments to Robin Quivers and she would help me through the game. I asked Karen out so many times that Channel 9 producer Dan Foreman pulled me aside at the end of the first season and told me that I had to stop.
That's a good sign.
It's a great sign.
It's not even like HR. It's like the producer of the show. It's just like, John, she's going to quit. Stop it.
How's this for romance? The authorities had to get involved.
Yeah.
But I was persistent. Moderately handsome and a fun personality is all I had, and I wanted this girl like no other.
Yeah, none of that
He
chewing.
said like he was being modest.
Right.
I was hot and really funny.
She turned me
Lucky for me, I heard nothing that Dan Foreman said and went right back to work.
down more times than a ringtone in a library. But again, my mantra, no
hold
other.
on.
She turned me down more times than a ringtone in a library.
Wow. You would turn it down once.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, geez, not low enough, and they keep calling.
Yeah.
I think you just mute it.
She silenced me like an amp turned down to 4.
Wow. Oof.
But again, my mantra is always, there is no such thing as can't.
Except when it comes to consent, John.
Yeah.
Consent is where you can't say, I don't take no for an answer. Like, this, you have to take no for an answer.
You know my motto, harassment, schmarassment.
I finally got her to come to my band's gig in Jersey, and after the gig, she invited me over to a friend's house where I slept in the same pull-out bed with her. No sex or anything, but I felt her begin.
But I did bleed all over her, which was weird. It's a start.
Do you have your period, or did my hemorrhoids just explode?
Yeah, which one of us is on our period?
No sex or anything. I'm glad this is in the book then.
Right.
The same pull-out bed
No sex. Remember, this woman was mortified of me.
with her. No sex or anything, but I felt her beginning to break. I finally got her
Is this Harvey Weinstein's autobiography? What am I listening to?
Yeah. You separate the weakest from the herd, and then it's party time.
I felt her
Starting
weakening.
to break.
Yeah.
He's a predator.
Yeah.
This is like a predator's handbook. He's like,
thing, but I felt her beginning to break. I finally got her to agree to go to a Broadway show with me. I don't know why, but I chose Phantom of the Opera. I thought it was a scary show, not a bunch of people singing
I'll
opera.
tell you what. You know why? Because you probably got free tickets. That's why.
first
Yeah,
of all,
good call. I don't know why I took it.
Wait.
The opera.
I love he goes,
I picked Phantom of the Opera. I didn't know it was going to be all opera and stuff.
It's going to be scary.
it's going to be scary. I mean, Broadway shows are scary.
The music of Phantom of the Opera is one of the most well-known musicals of all time. And John goes in there going, like, wait, what is this? I had no idea.
Music.
Wait a minute. These guys don't even look like cats. I don't get it.
Blair Witch Project on Broadway.
Right. Right. You know what's a scary Broadway show? When the set catches on fire. That's a scary Broadway show.
Yes.
Not a bunch of people singing opera. Damn, I hated opera. They should have given me some kind of clue, maybe in the title. But nonetheless, Karen
It's
and
not opera. Phantom of the
No,
Opera
it's
is not
Andrew Lloyd.
opera.
Yeah, it's Andrew Lloyd
musical.
Webber wrote it.
Yes.
You guys may have heard this already, so maybe you're numb to it. I've never heard not that I listen to a ton of audiobooks, but I don't usually hear the narrator laugh at their own joke.
Somebody has to in this fucking thing.
That's
Whoa,
impressive.
that one caught me by surprise, guys. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta recover.
Yeah, it's like when Rickles in his album Hello Dummy, he just keeps going, and the Pollock and the Black, and then he stops and he goes, I got to get a seat out here and watch this show. You know, that's a great time to say that. That fits. Not this. Oh, God. I got to bring it back a little bit.
Idle. But nonetheless, Karen agreed. Robin took me to her favorite store and helped me find a nice outfit for the show. A suede jacket, nice shirt, pants, and boots. It cost me like $500, but shit,
So
this girl was
fucking needy. He needed Robin Quivers to help him shop in order so he could dress appropriately for Broadway.
Well, she's my work mother.
Right.
And my mother is at home.
But he owned nothing good before that?
No, this guy borrowed his brother's suit 30 years later.
That's true.
worth it. We made out on the front lawn of her condo that night, and I had my...
I ankle tackled her as she was heading to the door.
Is he about to say it had my finger in her vagina?
Yeah.
I don't know where that was going.
I tased her as she was saying goodnight, and we made out on the lawn.
Karl and I also listened to Julia Fox's book, which it's mind-numbingly tedious because she goes through basically every day of her life. So she goes through every first kiss she had with a boy, every sexual encounter, everything. But at least it's like in that book, she's experiencing those things for the first time. So at least you can make the excuse of why it would be in there. Sounds like 30.
I went on a date with a girl and we kissed. Cool, dude.
These are my memoirs.
That's a good point.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you don't have many conquests / victories, you know, these little ones really stand out, I guess.
Found the parking spot right in front. Chapter 5.
Yeah.
Even, I don't imagine, like in Keith Richards' autobiography, does he go girl by girl? Of like,
Right.
I got to second base.
worth it. We made out on the front lawn of her condo that night, and I had my foot in the door.
Oh, okay.
The neighbors sprayed us with a hose.
Our secret romance continued, although Karen insisted on dating other guys since she'd just gotten out of a long-term relationship.
This is great. This is great. So let's go down the checklist. A, don't tell anybody about this. B, I'm going to continue to fuck other guys because I just got out of a long-term relationship and I want to try a bunch of different cock out. I love it.
well, keep it secret. My big ruse will be I'll fuck a bunch of other men.
Right.
This sounds more like a woman who's a little afraid of someone, but wants to appease them enough so they stop hassling them.
So they don't have to live in fear.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
Good take, Mike. I like that.
Her first sex dude, by the way. So for me, after the slut I dated prior to Karen, this girl was essentially a virgin.
All the best to you and your family, slut.
Can you imagine the woman who showed up in John's book being called a slut? Thanks, John. Thanks for including me in your autobiography.
And you know, years later, he ran into her at a bar. He goes, "You know, I put you in my book, right?
Yeah.
Slut number 1.
You was slut 1."
I mean, my ex banged half the high school, and that's just the teachers. I tried everything to make Karen my girlfriend. When we would drive home from an appearance that she came to, I'd drive up next to her and stick my hand through my pant leg, put my shoe on my hand, and wave it to her with my leg. She laughed her ass off.
Did she? Wait, what did he do?
What was that anecdote?
When he said he stuck his hand out, I assumed he was going to pop it out the zipper hole.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But he went, because those arms are really long. We've seen those arms. So he put his hand in the waistband of his pants and popped it out of the leg.
All right,
The
but
bottom.
okay,
right?
but where'd the leg go?
That's a great question. I got to hear this. I got to hear this again. I got to, hold on.
Make Karen my girlfriend. When we would drive home from an appearance that she came to, I'd drive up next to her and stick my hand through my pant leg, put my shoe on my hand, and wave it to her with my leg.
Whoa, what? I'm even more confused now.
Yeah.
Pant leg.
He waved his foot to her with his leg? How
Mike's
else
the
would you
only
wave
one-
a foot?
Mike's the only one who's going to visually be able to put this together for us.
So he had to be wearing sweatpants. So he pulled them off, put his arm.
You're in
through the-
sweatpants? I don't even know what he's doing. You're in sweatpants?
He's coming back from an appearance, Mike.
Yeah.
Well,
the
John.
sweatpants make sense. Yeah.
Can I hear it again?
Yeah, let's do that again.
Yeah.
Can someone in AI like show us what this is? I can't even picture it.
Yeah.
So she came to, I drive up next to her and stick my hand through my pant leg, put my shoe on my hand and wave it to her with my leg.
I stand corrected. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
It's crazy. It kind of makes sense, and at the end, someone grabs the wheel and just goes hard left, and we're right off the road. Because there's no mention of a leg until he put his shoe on his hand,
Right.
and waved it at her with his leg. That's not your leg. That's your hand. That's your arm.
It has to be a typo that he put in the book and then read.
Mike, it's so funny you say that. We were just doing Living in the Past yesterday, and we were listening to Stuttering John's podcast from 2018, September 2018, and he's reading his audio book in the studio at this time, and he's telling us Royce about it. And he goes, I don't know if this book's going to come out in time. There are so many typos and grammatical errors. I was like, whose fault is that, idiots?
Oh, man.
And I love just when we think we figured this out, somebody in chat brings up a great point, but says he drives up next to her. So so is the gas pedal being controlled by his arm leg?
It's the other arm is
Right.
pushing on the gas. and
One
he's
of his
got-
cats are on the gas pedal.
Yeah, don't forget this is all happening while he's driving.
Wow.
What the
I'm not
fuck?
going to be able to think about anything else.
I know, it's just
Yeah.
like-
Can you play it one more time?
yeah, I'm going back. Yeah. It's like in a horror movie where it's like The Fly, where he gets all mangled into one fucking thing.
I drive up next to her and stick my hand through my pant leg, put my shoe on my hand and wave it to her with my leg. She laughed her ass off.
I can't figure it out.
Well, one theory I have is he tricked himself into thinking now this was his leg because his shoe is on his hand. I don't
Got your
know.
nose.
I got you. Know.
The other thing about John, he never forgets when he makes someone laugh. He will recount every single time anyone's ever laughed at something that he did.
Well,
And
it's so
in
rare.
the book. Yes.
You know.
I was going to ask if you guys had a counter going of asses that have been detached due to John's laugh.
I laughed my ass off. We were laughing our asses off.
Me, Robin Rosinski, Scott DePace, Doug Gassine were laughing our asses
We
off.
laughed our asses off.
There's a lot of them.
Reverend Hammond says pants off, shoe on one hand, so it looks like his leg is waving, not his arm.
But he said his leg, he waved his leg.
He waved his
Hold on,
foot with
this
his
guy
leg.
might be right though. I think he's right, and the leg is a typo. He meant with my hand.
Right.
I didn't read this shit before I read it, Mike. Amazing.
Write songs for her that were about us. I'd tell her stories with us in the plot line. I'd make tapes for her with her favorite songs mixed in with my comedy routines. Eventually,
We gotta reach out to Karen. I gotta get it.
What a
tapes.
pathetic sip this loser is.
Tapes.
Tapes.
I peered through her window at night to make sure she was safe.
I'd smell the guy's dick who left her house.
One night I just slept in her crawl space because I was like, I'm close, you know?
she agreed to go to Atlantic City with me. This meant what we all know it means, getting laid. Not so fast, though. My Mustang...
She can't go home once she's there. She's trapped. I had both room keys. She couldn't leave.
broke down about 5 miles outside of Atlantic City. But we finally had it towed and checked in. We started fooling around, and she demanded I put on a condom, which I didn't have. So I had to get dressed, walk downstairs, find a store that sold condoms, and finally return to the bedroom.
What a bitch. Karen, come on. You're being real difficult right now.
Well, if there's one item that's going to be tough to find in Atlantic City, it's condoms.
We have lube. We don't
good luck with that.
condoms,
Yeah. You know, it is a condom store around here, concierge.
The condom on and immediate shrinkage to flaccidity occurred. I was so embarrassed. I went down on her for like half an hour praying that my dick would rise. It did just enough, but the sex was lackluster to say the least. Shit, I had performed.
Put it in the book.
Can I just point out, John's dick does not work. He talks about boner pills. Every chance he gets, he's always talking about boner pills.
Like, he puts a condom on, his dick goes instantly soft, and then later on he goes, and the sex sucked too.
Yeah,
Like it was like
it
it
got
was
just
her
hard
fault.
enough to get it in there.
Yeah, like she had anything to do with it.
Some review, this date was mediocre enough to make it to the book.
Oh god!
But I didn't shit in the sheets that time. I call that a W for me.
It's like your kids are gonna read this book one day. It's like fucking, my cock went as soft as a library ringer.
Performance anxiety. Oh, great. Now my penis was stuttering. What a freaking loser I thought I was. When I got home, I beat my dick for an hour.
Like it
Finally, I got a
Like it owed me money.
second chance. She was off working for the afternoon, and I fantasized about her wearing a skirt, and I would bang her while she wore the skirt with no underwear.
Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Is there a shoe on an arm in this one? I missed it.
This one I can actually picture.
Hold on. Okay. I just want to hear a little bit.
About her wearing a skirt, and I would bang her while she wore the skirt with no underwear.
By the way, this fantasy, he just with Kate Meany, he brought this fantasy up. This fantasy has still yet to be achieved because he's still chasing this dream.
Voila! It worked. We never had a problem with sex again, and man, was it fun. We finally became boyfriend and girlfriend, but she swore me to secrecy.
She swore me to secrecy.
Hey guys, I was getting laid, and I got to tell you something. It was fun.
Yeah.
You don't say, John. Is that why people do that?
She cut my palm and burned the card into it. I'm never allowed to speak of this relationship ever.
This is like if a seventh grader told you this, you'd be like, "Oh, buddy, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Right.
Ma, we're finally boyfriend and girlfriend.
That's a good for you.
I'm putting it in my book, Ma. God.
The only person I trusted enough to tell was Robin, who felt she was
So, of course, she goes, I need to swear you to secrecy. He goes, you got it. Robin, you're not going to believe this. Immediately. He's already has a list of who can he trust to break this promise to her.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever dated a girl who said, you have to promise me not to let anyone know this is happening?
We just won't be seen with each other outside. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she's married. She has a reason for that.
Right. She literally made him sign an NDA for dating. It's crazy.
Worse than the one Benji had to sign.
did you start with that she worked on the Channel 9 show or something? Is that
Yes.
why? Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe she just means at work, don't tell anyone?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
betraying Howard by not telling him, but she kept her secret. When Karen and I would leave the Channel 9 studio, I had to duck down in the car because she didn't want anyone to know that we were an item.
This was the love of his life before Susanna.
This is the one that got away.
Yeah. His dick didn't work. She didn't want anyone to know she was fucking him. It's hilarious.
She'd make me sit in the glove box sometimes so no one would see me. That's great. Get down. We're leaving.
Karen was Jewish, and her parents weren't thrilled that she was in love with a long-haired Catholic Puerto Rican with a stutter, and her dad forced me to wear my hair in a ponytail whenever I was in the house.
Truly, are the Jews against stuttering particularly?
No, not at all. Not at all. As long as you bring something to the table, they'll be all right with you, you know?
I like that. That's always thrown in there. Like a Catholic Puerto Rican with a stutter. It's like,
Right.
Stuttering was the least of your issues.
Her dad, yeah, please. If the dad had a list, none of those things would be on it. Believe me. Yeah. A Puerto Rican with smelly feet was not what his daughter should be with.
Karen agreed that at the beginning of our second season at the Channel 9 show, she would come on the Stern show and announce our relationship. At the time, I had told Baba Booey I was dating a girl named Barbara, so he had no idea.
Really pulled the wool over his eyes with
He
that
also
one.
didn't give a fuck.
Right,
It's like,
right.
good for you, John. It's great.
I just picture. Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
I'm picturing John looking at Karen. Her name is Barbara.
Barbara Glass.
Yeah, Barbara Bowie. Her name.
Yeah, yeah. I picture Gary running around handling 19 things, and John with his feet up and his arms behind his head, going, "Hey, Gare, just so you know, this chick I'm dating, her name's Barbara." And Gary's like, "Yeah, all right, whatever, John. Thanks."
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right. Barbara, right.
Yeah, it's not Karen, so don't even think about that.
I finally
so,
introduced.
so he had no idea, as if like there was an investigation going on. Like, who is John dating? We have to get to the bottom of this. I threw him off my scent.
Maybe I could understand this if it was, I don't know, Robin Quivers that he was dating.
Right.
Named Barbara, so he had no idea. I finally introduced Barbara to Howard and the gang on the air, and it made a great segment. Gary's jaw dropped, and he was like, "Wait, John, this is not Barbara. This is Karen." And I was like, "Yeah, Gary, they are the same." Howard didn't believe it and made us make out to prove it, which we did. Gary was like, "John, I have a newfound respect for you." Robin admitted to Howard that she felt bad keeping the secret from him, but she had promised. I think he understood. Karen and I continued our love affair for about a year. Then about the time I got signed to Atlantic Records and began working on my album, the spark I had for her slowly faded.
I was sick of pizza.
Yeah.
She was hot until I became a rock star. Then she wasn't as hot anymore.
After a year of her fucking whoever she wants, I kind of lost the spark.
So, like with like Segura and Christina just got divorced. Everyone's speculating like, oh, Tom like outgrew her. He's rich and famous now, so he wants to move on to something new. Tom wouldn't come out and say that though.
Right.
You don't go, oh yeah, I got like super successful, so I'm just ditching the old broad.
Right.
So I think I figured it out.
What is that?
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So all right.
Oh, this is an artist rendition of what John did with Karen.
This is him in his car, right? And
Right.
So he takes his leg. This is his leg here. He
Okay.
takes his leg out of his pants. He puts his arm into his pants. Puts the
Shoe on the
on
hand.
there, so they're both sticking out the window, and so he can still drive with the one foot, and he's steering with that foot. So that's pretty much how.
Yeah.
And that appeared in Cracked magazine, or which one did you illustrate for?
I mean, it's amazing.
How
It's
long are
amazing.
these red lights? Why does he have time to do this?
Here's a real question. Forget the squeegee. Why are you not closing with that bit on stage?
Right.
You know, you grab the mic with your foot. You go, "Thank you. Good night, everybody," or whatever. You know. So many possibilities. It's crazy.
We broke up, but when I found out she had begun dating again, I grabbed her back immediately. Heck,
Wait, what?
Get over here, you. Get over here.
I'm very possessive when it comes to people.
Hey, Buster, that's my property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't love her, but you can't.
The spark was gone till someone else's spark showed up. Then the spark came back.
Wow. Would you ever write that down and admit it?
Never. This whole chapter should be out of here. Are you
This
kidding me?
chapter is amazing.
It's like he's writing a scumbag romantic comedy.
Right.
It's just him.
Well, he did. He made it into a movie.
That is a good point.
she had begun dating again, I grabbed her back immediately. Heck, I didn't want to let her go. She was a good girl, considering that my last girlfriend had more pipe laid in her than an industrial kitchen. I knew I had to try and make this work.
Yeah, you already mentioned she's a slut, John. Jesus Christ, we got
like
it.
taking a beating. The poor girl was in high school.
Right.
I mean, it's like she fucked everybody in high school, and you, including you.
Right.
Karen and I continued our love affair for about a year. During that time, we appeared on the last Channel 9 show, which was the Sternly-Wed Game. It was me and Karen, Dan Foreman and his wife Robin, Fred and Allison, and Howard and Allison. We were asked what the kinkiest thing we had ever done sexually was. I said she masturbated for me in a sauna, and Karen freaked out. Howard, Fred, and the whole place laughed their asses off. She held up her...
Masturbation's hilarious, even in a sauna.
A few more asses if you want to mark that on the scoreboard.
Can I point out the kinkiest thing they ever did was she didn't touch him. She touched herself. That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
She goes, you want to get kinky? Stay over there.
Yeah, right. I'll take care of this myself.
Right. You know what really turns me on? When you don't come anywhere near me.
Answer card, which read, I gave him a blowjob at a club. After the show, she was crying outside of the studio building, and I knew I had to console her. It turns out she was
crying outside, and I thought, something's amiss.
I mean, he get no signals at all. You're the reason she's crying, you fucking idiot.
What are you all pissed off about?
What could be wrong?
I remember being at a party in like high school, and this chick was crying. She'd smoked too much weed. She was like crying about her dad, and then some stoner walks over with a different 2-foot bong and goes, "Hit this. This'll help." And it's like, no, that's only going to make things even worse. Yeah. This is the same exact thing. Fuck.
Worried about what her family would think. I was like, well, why is it better for them to hear that you gave a blowjob at a club? What was so evil about masturbation? She finally got over it. It was a second...
It was her problem.
Yeah.
By the way, her argument doesn't make the book.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Bad about that. Moving on.
Yeah, I think you should have ended that with, dodge that bullet. Moving on.
Segment, which they never aired, featuring me and Steve Guttenberg. I said that I was friends with him and I wanted to do something with him for the show, and Howard said fine, and to take the crew.
No, Steve Guttenberg. Right?
Steve
Yes.
Guttenberg, right? I mean, it's a very famous actor. We all know who Steve Guttenberg is.
Well,
Who's Steve Guttenberg?
If you're friends with him like John is, it's Guttenberg. Idiot.
It's like Bobby De Niro. That's what his friends call him.
Right.
And shoot whatever we
You called him Robert Duvall. I call him Bobby Duvall.
wanted. I interviewed Steve about how he lost his virginity, and then I took him to play Knock Knock Runaway. Steve knocked on a door and ran, and the homeowner darted out of the house and chased Steve down the block while the camera panned to me as I laughed my ass off.
Oh,
At it.
so much laughing at that stuff. Now, all right, I remember talking about this when we did this series on my Patreon a couple of years ago, but isn't it Ding Dong Ditch? What is Knock Knock Runaway? That's not creative at all.
He didn't call it either of those things, if I remember correctly.
Listen, whatever you want to call it, to be doing it in your 20s and 30s is fucking embarrassing.
I mean, he was laughing his ass off, though. You didn't hear that part? It was really funny.
Oh, this is when I thought this was a flashback. I was picturing Little John. I didn't know.
Is he talking about Grillo? Isn't he talking about
He's talking about
Grillo?
Steve Guttenberg, who
Guttenberg.
grew up in the same town as him. So maybe this is when they were younger?
Oh, so maybe this is when they were younger. Okay.
But is Steve, can that be right? Was he friends
Actually,
with Steve Guttenberg?
John pronounced it Steve's Grillo. He's very good friends.
That
with
makes
him.
sense. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
The guy caught Steve, who had to explain what was going on while absolutely scared out of his mind. They played it on the show, and Howard and everyone laughed, but the Sternleywood game was too good, and they had to cut something. Howard said that they would air it next season, but due to a contract dispute, the season never came to pass. It was too bad, though, because we would beat Saturday Night Live in the markets that we were on. Anyway, Karen and I went...
Wow! All that was so detached. It was like, I did a thing with Steve Guttenberg. It was really funny. It didn't make the air. We didn't get picked up for a third season. We were better than Saturday Night Live. Moving on. Karen's hot. What?
Wow.
Do you think when the ratings would come out that they beat Saturday Night Live, people would go, John, Howard, congratulations?
His mom be like, "You must be very proud. All that hard work you did to beat SNL in the quarterlies. Great job."
To Puerto Rico together, Aruba, the Bahamas, Jumbie Bay. We went skiing in Vermont. We would have sex in the public hot tub at a hotel in Hunter Mountain while people were walking by.
Like, not the first hot tub, the second one outside by the figure eight pool.
And this is all him. This is all him dominating a woman.
Right. Marking his territory, all this shit. Yeah.
Well, everyone who knows John would know who this person is. She worked for the Howard Stern show. She was around everyone. Would you ever write these things about a woman in your autobiography?
It sounds like the memoirs of a homeless man. We'd have sex outdoors. People were walking on the street.
Step over us.
I would shit in a bag.
This is supposed to be about his life, his achievements.
Who knows what this is supposed to be about?
He's just bragging at this point.
Right. It's any sized victory in his entire life is going into this book. Doesn't matter what it's about, entertainment, a tire shop, whatever the fuck. He did something good at that stage in his life. It's in this book.
You don't think this leads to like, and then Jay Leno walked by me having sex and said, "This kid's got something."
Well, think about it. He is this forthcoming about her. He mentions nothing about the old girlfriend. So, do you think that old girlfriend even really existed?
Probably not.
Because if she'd been around like he said she was, they must have done crazy shit.
Yeah. And also, it's like. I don't imagine him getting laid a lot. So why is he so angry at the slut one who threw him some action? He's so nasty about it.
Right. I don't think she did. I don't think she did.
Yeah.
I think that's why he's calling her. We've seen it before. He's calling her a whore because he didn't get what he wanted.
He couldn't get it up.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mike. You may have to go back to the drawing board. Hike Harris says, I'm behind, but I'm pretty sure he's wearing shorts when he waves with his shoe on his hand.
It still doesn't.
But that might actually make less sense, though.
Yes.
You have to get his knee up, right?
Right. What is he, a jiu-jitsu purple belt? Like, what are we talking about here? This guy has to count his steps, but he's putting his fucking hand through his pants.
Nobody knew or cared for that matter. We really had a blast. But then she started working with Matt Lauer at NBC. Luckily, Lauer was married at the time, so I knew I didn't have it.
Right.
Wow, she knows how to pick them.
NBC. Luckily, Lauer was married at the time, so I knew I didn't have anything to worry about there.
Another correct gut instinct from John.
This age is terrible. Wasn't this like a year before Me Too? This book came out.
Yeah, I think so. A married man would never have sex with another woman, so I was fine.
It's Matt Lauer. He's America's son. You know that. He ain't doing nothing wrong.
Honest Matt, we called him.
Yeah.
And she was safe there because he had so many locks on his door.
Yeah. Nobody's getting in.
So I knew I didn't have anything to worry about there. That was around the time our relationship finally fizzled out. But we remained friends and still are today.
Wait, it fizzled out before that, and then she got a new boyfriend, and he's like, all right, fine, I'll start fucking you again.
Not so fast.
Yeah, what's going on? This is a weird one.
He's like, you found someone and I haven't? Get over here. What are you doing? It's not fair. Oh, that's the end of that chapter.
Oh, wow. That's how it ended?
That was the chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a chapter.
My Channel 9.
Yeah, that was my Channel 9. What was I got to hear at the beginning of this.
My Channel 9 love affair.
The Channel 9 love affair. Missile Dick 3000, thank you. I hope the Missile Dick family as well. Who told him this was a good idea? I would love to shake his hand and become good friends with him because he is a troll.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about who told him it was a good idea. It was about money.
Yeah.
Money was an option, so he went with it. No brainer.
I fucked a girl at work once. Is that a chapter? Yeah, John, that should be a chapter in the book for sure.
Absolutely. You got to factor in that 80% of the people that agree with him are doing it just to make it stop. Just to get off the phone, out of the room, whatever, it's got to happen. Yep, that's a good idea, John. Do it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I would see that with Artie all the time. Party Artie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You yes him to death because otherwise you're in for a long night.
Mike, have you seen this?
What's that?
I'm talking about Mike Morse. I'm sorry.
Oh, I do have a couple of his DVDs. I'm not sure if I have that one.
Oh, dude, this is exciting. Someone sent this to me in the mail, and I ripped it. We're going through it, and
Nice.
He's at a comedy club in Daytona Beach, Bonkers Comedy Club, and it's a
Say no more.
single camera shoot from right in front of him, and it's hysterical.
WrestleMania 2 style for DabbleCon, multiple locations on closed circuit TV, Battle Royal main event on the East Coast, and Blue Steel cage match on the West Coast. Come on. What do we got here? Calling myself a shot. Chicago, baby. Italian beefs or crazy mixed popcorn and Malort shots on me.
Dude,
DabbleCon 3.
Someone gave me a Malort shot when I did my Chicago show. Is this the same fucking guy? Because, listen, I'm a professional. I don't do shots on stage, obviously, and I'm running a show. But I didn't want to be embarrassed by not doing one of those. Have you guys ever had one of those before?
No.
Yeah, it's like Ipecac. it's something you drink to like vomit.
Oh, terrible.
Go back and watch that Channel 9 show and see how angry SJ got at Karen for getting his answers wrong.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, I would love to. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that for sure. They went to Junkie Bay. That's according to John. Those are his words. This is a long letter to Penthouse, not a book. Memoirs of a Homeless Man. Damn, Mike, I nearly fell out. From Zach Hoffman. Thank you, Zach. I'll host DabbleCon at my house in Long Island. Lenny can come. You got it, Chris. We're there. Super tip.
John tells this story about the Channel 9 girl. I can't imagine why both his daughters want nothing to do with men. What a disgusting creep.
Thank you for your input. Ghost Crusaders.
Karen, why don't you go on a date with me?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, well, I'm not going to take no for an answer because I just refuse to do that because I am a winner, and the winner, we don't listen to words like no or don't or stop. Those words are just not in our vocabulary.
Okay, bri, you stu p rashro guys.
Thank you, Ghost.
Did you hear about the guy who killed someone with a can of chickpeas? He was convicted of homicide, bits and pieces.
There you go. Another winner.
Mm-hmm.
DabbleCon 3 in international waters can do whatever you want, even monkey knife fights.
He ain't pretty no more.
Stupid Andy made a picture of the toilet tub. Who needs a toilet in a tub? The bathtub already has a hole. You just needing to stomp your heel on the caca to pushing it down the drain. It's very easy.
It is very easy. Mm-hmm. Sergio Lopez, fine art.
I took my pants off before I started driving, you dumb fuck, Silent Mike.
Okay.
That's such a John response, too. He would say it so confidently. You fucking idiot, Mike. I was driving pantsless, dummy.
John writes a romantic comedy like Nora Ephron's brother, who has the hassle of telling his neighbors he's on the SO list when he moves into a new neighborhood.
We do have another chapter if you guys want to hear a little more.
Oh, yeah. We got lots
I am
more
down.
to listen to, yeah.
Let's go. Hit like, everybody, 1,300 plus. Thank you. Hit subscribe. Check out Super Tips and all that good stuff. And if you get gifted a membership, make sure you thank the person. And check out the Blind Mike Project on YouTube. I'm a big fan. I watch everything Mike puts out. Love his show. And he breaks down comedy and everything else out there. So I dig it. Big fan.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Yeah. And then there's WATP as well.
This next chapter, John figured a girl in 9th grade. It's 48 pages. So strap in.
I went really slow.
I like that he Tarantino's it, and we go back to see that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The Good, the Bad, and the Buoy. Chapter 9.
Oh, very fitting.
Yep.
Yes.
There are a myriad of reasons Gary is off my Christmas card list. I think he's rude and I think he's inconsiderate. He also has a tendency to make up conversations that never happened and conveniently forget conversations that actually did.
I also don't know his current address. I know he moved into a mansion somewhere. I have no idea where.
Let me tell you why I'm not friends with a guy who doesn't think about me once, ever.
Do you guys remember when John had Grillo on the show, when Grillo first came back or whatever he was doing? And he goes, yeah, I ran into Gary at a Mets game. And John goes, "Oh, how quickly did Gary bring me up?" Because we didn't talk about you at all. It's the funniest thing.
Oops.
He's also talking about himself. He's he conveniently forgets stuff when it's against him. Remembers everything good he did.
Can you imagine such a person? Yeah.
Quote said on the air.
He claims all the good stuff I did, I just made up. Who's this guy? How dare you?
By Luis Castillo, K-Rock board op. One time we were doing a bit on the show about who hates who. Gary had made a big deal of how if someone had a problem with him or didn't like him, it wouldn't matter at all. And then, of course, when Gary heard that there was someone who had a problem with him, Luis the K-Rock board op, he got bummed out and defensive. He started attacking Luis, calling him a really wacky dude and a very strange man, and then told him to shut up.
Wow. Brutal. Brutal. He called him a wacky dude to his face?
Over the line.
Wow. Gary, Jesus. You're not going to get the employees' respect that way, Gary. I'll tell you that.
Typical Gary. Even Howard agreed that Gary made up conversations in his head and negated ones that actually happened.
John literally called him a monkey every single day at work, and he goes, Gary was out of line. He said this dude was wacky.
I'm all for humor, but
that's a coworker. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm all for humor.
Heck, the interns witnessed him doing this to me. He's a bumbling, forgetful dude with no conscience. Gary is Andy Capp without the booze. All right, maybe that's a little harsh. He means well, and he has a good heart. But he also knows where his bread is.
Stop. Andy Capp, like, it was popular in the 60s.
Yeah.
I don't know the reference.
It's a comic strip that was in newspapers in the 60s. And I mean, it was probably still around at that point, but it was not like anybody knew who that was.
But wouldn't you say Andy Capp also had a good heart? Like you were rooting for him, even though he's an alcoholic.
Yeah. He just
His
just
wife
drank
seemed to
a
love
lot.
him.
Yeah.
Is it the same Andy Capp from the Hot Fries?
Yes, the same one.
Okay.
Also, John, when you wrote this, the book wasn't published yet. You didn't have to write, he's a scumbag. All right, maybe that's too harsh. Just rephrase it.
Happen.
It's like you don't even need to know the reference to know he got it wrong.
Right.
He's the only guy. He's like, he drank like Andy Capp. And it's like, I don't even know who this guy is, but I know this guy. It's a comic strip. So is he drunk every day in the comic strip? I don't know.
Yeah, the wife's always kicking him out of the house because he comes home drunk. It's fun.
Sorry. So we know John didn't type this book. So he just talked into a tape recorder or something, right?
Oh, no. I think he went to a studio to do this.
No.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
to
the
write it,
original
yeah,
book.
Oh.
Right. Because he wouldn't be done with it yet the way he typed.
Yeah, because you mentioned the
Right.
one finger fucking
Yeah.
typing.
So he did not type it. So he that's probably why there's shit like that in there, because he's just talking into a machine, and maybe I'm being too harsh, and then he just hands it to whoever's typing it.
Right.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Heck, the interns witnessed him doing this to me. He's a bumbling, forgetful dude with no conscience. Gary is Andy Capp without the booze. All right, maybe that's a little harsh. He means well, and he has a good heart. But he also knows where his bread is buttered and has no problem throwing anyone under the bus if it means remaining in Howard's good graces. I was starting to get...
Hold on a second. John talking about someone throwing someone under the bus to remain in Howard's good graces? That's rich.
That's what he said specifically he was good at. Like if he listed his skills there, which I think is true as like a listener, like he was a good shit stirrer. So that's
But he did it for the airtime. He didn't do it for, to please Howard. He did it to get on air so he could get all the other
complaining
shit.
about Gary doing that would just be like, hey, Howard, guess what Artie had at lunch yesterday? It's like,
Yeah.
Right.
national attention, and my endeavors were constantly being written about in the Daily News and the New York Post, as well as newspapers everywhere, especially after the Jennifer Flowers interview. I started to write bits for the show. I had this computer in front of me where I would put the calls up directly so Howard could see them.
Radio Playboy John Melendez fucking in the street.
But all we kept talking about the story day.
There we were, my computer and I, face to face.
But on top, I always wrote jokes. After every show, I'd print my jokes and save them. The weird thing was,
well, since Howard never read them, he kept them.
That's a Jackie thing. So
Yeah.
John rips off the OCD from Howard. He rips off saving all the jokes from Jackie. It's like, can you have your own personality at all?
Yeah, he's just Robin. I need you to help me find clothes. You know, this guy can't do anything on his own.
walk into the studio after Howard delivered one of my jokes that killed, and he would never say good job. It was something I had to get used to because, after all, it would undermine his argument that I wasn't funny. When it was time to ask...
Right. Howard never said good job because then he wouldn't be able to goof on you on the air. That
Well,
makes
he's
total
writing
sense.
jokes during the show, but then at the end he prints them out, but the show's over. So
Yeah.
when does he, you know, if you're talking about, you know, XYZ on Thursday, why give him the jokes on Friday? That's not what they're talking about. I'm calling bullshit is what I'm
Well,
trying to
so
say.
I think as the call screener, he'd be able to put a note in that would be like Jeff the drunk on line 7.
Oh, okay, but then why save them?
Because he's
That's
lying.
that's all he
Jackie
has
did.
to save,
Yeah,
too.
that's not what John, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
I've said this a million times. Every video, every still shot in that office, John's always in the same position. Feet up on a desk, arms behind his head, leaning back in a chair.
And that's when he's not in the bathroom. So like, oh, good, John's
Right.
actually at his desk.
Right.
for a raise. I showed up to Tom Chiasano's office with the crate full of my jokes that I wrote and asked for a pay increase. Jason Kaplan and Will Murray, now senior producers, saw me bring the crate to his office. They knew how many jokes I got in, not to mention the people I discovered on the phones. Here's a list. A.
Okay. Now, by discovered, let's understand that he did the following. Stern Show, what do you want to talk to Howard about? That entails the discovery process for one John Melendez.
Gary the retard.
It also feels weird to start this list. A. Be one.
And then your A is Gary the retard.
Office, they knew how many jokes I got in, not to mention the people I discovered on the phones. Here's a list. A. Gary the retard. B. Wendy the retard.
Not related.
Yeah. They were all in my support group.
Eve the Queefer, not to be mistaken for Jennifer the Queefer. Completely different Queefer.
Howard, you're never going to believe it. If you answer this phone, there's all kinds of great characters on the other end calling.
Howard, look what I did. There's a retard on line 7.
I've got a magic phone.
You know that's what he put on the thing, too. Retard, line 4. And then he goes, I'm the one who named them. What do you think of that?
C. Jeff the drunk, who I begged Howard to pick up for 9 months, telling him that this guy was a gold mine before he finally did. D. Joe Cancer, whom I...
Why is Howard like, no, John, I just won't do it. I refuse. Jeff the drunk doesn't sound like a funny caller to me. Why is Howard holding Jeff the drunk down, I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, you gotta understand that the pitch is coming from this. So you got a small window of time in between breaks to pitch whatever it is you're pitching. You got a double dutch between Gary pitching whatever he's pitching and who knows who else is in there. And you got to have it prepared. You got to go, hey, there's this guy on the phone. He said this happened to him. He's told me this. Boom. Your top 3, 5 things about the guy. In, out, done. And if
I don't
he
know what
doesn't
you know
bite,
about
he doesn't
working on the
bite.
Stern Show, Shuli. I think
Yeah.
you're making all this up. To answer your question, Mike, John's a visionary and Howard just wasn't.
Right.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, like why is Howard?
John understood how to make good radio, and Howard was just very stubborn.
Jeff had me at the drunk. I knew this kid would be a star.
named.
He really is talking like a scout, you know, out in the stands watching a young Jeff Curro going, nobody sees this but me.
E. Sal the stockbroker, who I would help write jokes to bust Gary's balls. F. Dr. Remulak.
Sal the
G.
stockbroker is so much funnier than John.
Million
if you go back
times
to those
over.
roasts, Sal was so fucking funny on those roasts. The fact that John claims, I know he's claim that he helped you write jokes too, Shuli, but
sure.
that's ridiculous. He was helping Sal write jokes. Come on.
For the record, all the jokes that people say I'm a hack for, those are the ones John wrote for me. I just want to throw that out there.
True.
Thank you.
I hate to keep harping on this. It should clearly be a numbered list, right? Why are we
H?
Because now it's either going to end at L,
Right.
or we've got to go all the way to Z.
Yeah, you can't just end this thing on Q. You look like a fool.
Derek, who I met in the atrium outside the studio, and many more. So after I asked Tom for a raise,
The list goes on.
G.
All of the
Et cetera, et
letters.
cetera.
I didn't know I was doing this book, so I didn't really research anything.
I told Howard, hey, I just asked Tom for a raise. Please back me up. I still got the minimum 2,000 annual bump. But hey, I took it. I guess Howard really begged for
I'll
it.
take any bump.
Right, because I guess Howard really stuck his big Jew nose out there for me and helped me out. It's like, how about your work? You shouldn't have to beg for a raise. Your work kind of speaks for you. He's lugging in a steamer trunk of copied jokes that were never read.
It's interesting to put tone into an audio book that doesn't exist. Like, if you're reading the book, it must read like, and Howard must have really begged for it. In the audio book, it's Howard really begged for it.
I continued to write bits, jokes, and even my own interview questions. I'll never forget how my writing career started with the show. I was on the Channel 9 show. I used to do post interviews with the guests. Well, I did one with the underdog lady, and that Monday morning when I was letting Howard into the building, he said, "Great job with the underdog lady, John." I was so happy because they were my own questions. The next week, I did the same thing with Daniel Carver, the KKK guy, and that Monday morning, Howard said the same thing. I was ecstatic. One of the ideas that I had pitched for the Channel 9 show was a Hollywood Squares parody. Although when I mentioned that it was my idea and they agreed to do it, Howard told me that it wasn't. Who knows? Maybe he, Jackie, and Fred had the same idea. But the good thing was that when they knew the underdog lady was going to be one of the squares, Howard asked me to come to a writer's meeting with him, Jackie, and Fred to write jokes and questions for the segment.
So, for a guy who is a writer on the show, to sit there and hyper-focus on the one time that they asked him to sit in on a writer's meeting.
Yep.
And I wonder why they didn't ask him to sit in on any more after this. You know?
Perfect. Let's go through my crate.
Right.
I was psyched. I wrote questions like, when you go to the bathroom, do you have to lift your leg, and stuff like that, many of which Howard used. One of my favorite Channel 9 moments was when Howard wanted to do a Dorf golf interview in a jester outfit. Kevin McMahon was instructed to build the set Dorf style. When we got to the day of shooting, Howard walked out in his big, goofy, medieval time boots that curled up at the toes, and he had to walk up this small staircase to get onto a platform that had a hole in it. He then slipped through the hole so his feet would touch the floor.
I put my shoe on my hand and put my watch on his foot. We laughed our asses off.
Problem? He couldn't bend. He was so pissed. He wanted to be like Dorf, which is really just putting your knees on a pair of shoes. Howard was wearing his jester outfit and tore Kevin a new ass.
I had no idea, John. That's amazing.
I hate when magicians give away their tricks.
I saw Penn and Teller actually catch bullets with their mouths, but I had no idea that Dorf was just kneeling on shoes.
I was so impressed with Tim Conway for cutting his legs off for that character. Now,
Yeah, I really committed to the bit.
Yeah.
So I was laughing my ass off watching Howard in the jester outfit, unable to move and yelling at the top of his lungs. It was like watching this angry little person scold his underling from this Fakata platform. It was so funny.
Yeah,
Getting
meanwhile,
back to-
Howard was still taller than John, even on his knees.
Yeah. Yeah, his Dorf was 6 foot even.
Gary. He was the guy that when I first started there, he'd be tired after a night of partying and say to me as he grabbed the mystery guest blindfolds, "John, I'm going to take a nap in the Jock Lounge, so please hold down the fort." Willing to please.
Yeah, when did Gary become an old black man from the South?
Let me tell you what I'm going to do there, John.
Yeah, he's
doing. I was like,
Peter Jennings on
This is quite the tenses.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Sure. This happened a few times, but Gary, being the constant...
I love that way he goes, "Oh, my Lord." And Peter goes, "Yes, I understand. Yes. It's,
we have them on every coast, Al.
Peter, Al Michaels here. That was a farcical call, Peter.
Must you think it was real?
List.
Ultimate revisionist history buff said that it only happened once, after I brought it up on the air years later. Gary was the boss that would forget to tell you to do something and then get mad at you for not doing it. He thought of me as a delinquent and was totally shocked when I revealed on the air that I had been dating Karen, a hottie. A real...
Jesus. Wait, what? He's bragging about this again? Have I mentioned I was fucking a hot girl? Yeah.
I was having sex, everybody.
Hey, in case you're skipping around, I don't want you to miss this part.
The best part about that is that John goes, Gary thought I sucked at my job, and then he found out I was fucking a cute girl. You're like,
Right.
oh, that has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
If you lost, see chapter 8, 7, 5, 4, and 3.
I didn't want to make you go back just because I didn't hear something, but it did sound to me like John said, Gary's the type of boss that asks you to do something and then gets mad when you don't do it.
Well, I'm going to go back.
The mystery guest blindfolds. John, I'm going to take a nap in the jock lounge, so please hold down the fort. Willing to please, I was like, sure. This happened a few times, but Gary, being the consummate revisionist history buff, said that it only happened once, after I brought it up on the air years later. Gary was the boss that would forget to tell you to do something and then get mad at you for not doing it.
Gotcha.
He thought of me as a delinquent and was totally shocked when I revealed on the air that I had been dating Karen.
What kind of employee do you have to be where your boss skips thinking of you as a bad employee or someone who can't do their job to delinquent? He saw me as a delinquent.
Right, but what does dating someone have to do with that? That is
nothing.
Zero to do.
Right.
Gary used... Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Gary was so bad at his job. He was totally stunned I was violating our HR policy. He was taken aback.
Every day Gary frisked me, I got the feeling he didn't trust me.
A hottie, a real tomato, and one of the producers from the Channel 9 show. Look, I like Gary, but he was Howard's off-the-air eyes and ears and also someone who would bend the truth whichever way suited him. He would stop at nothing to betray you. For instance, Gary and I needed to supplement our low salaries by doing gigs and appearances.
I like how he's making out Gary to be a guy who tied John down to train tracks one time back in the day. It's like the most evil and sinister boss I've ever had.
He would stop at nothing to betray you. For example, he would partner with me on live events.
He would ask me to do stuff and then get upset when I didn't. This guy was a monster.
For instance, Gary and I needed to supplement our low salaries by doing gigs and appearances. We each were given a plug at the end of the show, but Howard had gotten sick of doing them, so he would leave after the show, and then a couple of dozen commercials later, Fred would play a soundbite of Howard saying, "And now here's Fred with the plugs." Then Fred would read them. The problem was that most of the markets tuned out after Howard left. They knew Howard was gone and had no need to air the soundbite of him and then Fred. This was hurting Gary and I since our appearances were in a lot of these markets that had tuned out. One day, Gary approached me and said we should send Howard an email asking if he could read the plugs a couple of times a week before he left. I said I didn't want to do it because I knew that Gary had burned me before. I told Gary that if this ever...
But I did it.
Listen, one thing we know about... Well, it's one thing we know about John. He is the voice of reason. I mean, he is that guy that's just not going to rush into anything and just do it just because it's there.
I said, Gary, I think that's unwise.
Gary, let's take a step back, give this a few hours, and really think this through.
Let's ruminate on this.
Let's ruminate. You know what? Let's brainstorm some other alternative options, Gary.
I'm going to make a Venn diagram.
Meet me in Scott's studio. I got the PowerPoint all set up.
Came up. The email was from the both of us. He agreed and said that he would even send it to Howard from his email address and from his computer. I agreed, but with apprehension. Gary wrote the email from his computer, and I pressed the send button per his request. Well, a week went by. I heard...
Gary, why'd you send me this email? Technically, John sent it to you. He hit the send button. The fuck's the point of that?
Oh, this email is like launching a nuke. I hit send while Gary turned the key.
Can you send an email from both of us?
Well, and I like how it has to be from Gary's computer, as if Howard's going to search the IP address and find out which computer this was sent from. Fucking dummy.
Nothing. And then one day, Casey Armstrong walks out of the studio and says that Gary and Howard were talking in there about the email that I sent to Howard. I was like, wait, Casey, the one that I sent them?
Wait, Casey, come here.
My fingerprints are all over that computer.
God damn it. Now I know why he made me hit send. Son of a bitch, he's evil.
He said, yeah, and Howard was pissed. I asked Casey if Gary had told Howard that it was from the both of us, and Casey said Gary acted as if it were just from me. He never admitted any involvement. When Gary exited the studio, I confronted him and said, how could you, Gary, after you promised me you wouldn't? He started getting mad at me for making such a big deal out of it. I said, Gary, we had a deal and you promised.
Gary, A2, boo-ay.
He got mad at me, but then called me around 4 o'clock in the afternoon to tell me that he was on the phone with Howard and he admitted that the email was from both of us. But it was too late. The damage was done. Who even knows if he did tell him?
I should sue.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So, who was the from line in this email then? Did he say Gary did from his email? And John
his computer.
Yeah. Does John not know how email works?
Apparently not.
John hit send.
Right.
So it's from Gary's computer. So obviously, yeah, it would be from his email.
So it came from Gary at sternshow.com, and Howard goes, who sent this, John? Yup.
But it ended Dash John. So he was like, no,
Right. And so did John say he wrote it? He wrote the email.
Here's what I can tell you, okay? This is a grown man, and we are halfway through a chapter where he's trying to explain that Gary sent an email with both of them CC'd on it. That's literally all you had to say.
Right. And
Gary sent an email from his account, from his computer, specifically, with both of our names in it.
And in the text of the email, it would say we both think, right? You would,
right?
You're not just gonna do it. I think.
Only I think.
Yeah.
Gary said, "Don't send this," but I insisted that we do.
Seem like bullshit. Like I just don't. Can't imagine that John would hear this idea from Gary, say, I don't want to do it, but I will send the email and put my name on it. Like, John was confident enough on that show to just be like, I'm not doing that, Gary. It's on you.
Right.
Plus, he was hyper aware of anything Gary could do that he could turn into airtime in the studio. You think John got his balls busted? Nobody got their balls busted more than Gary. Nobody.
I'm sorry.
Everyone was allowed to throw him under
Wearing
the
the
bus.
shoe with his hand and waving with his foot made more sense than this. I can't wrap my head around this.
Right. And wasn't John like friends with Howard? They'd go jogging. They would. Wasn't
I was in the inner circle, Mike.
They'd sleepovers, Mike.
Yeah, sleepovers.
Slumber parties.
Yeah. Well, that's because Howard wasn't sinister like Gary Delabouie.
At that point, it wouldn't even have mattered. I remember when Gary and I used to do appearances together when he was single. One time he was making out with this chick, and with those huge lips, it looked like he was going to suck in her entire head. His lips were like the face grabbers from Alien. Anything said to Gary was like talk.
Nothing better than that picture after that joke.
Talking to Howard. The only problem was that his perspective on things was not always accurate. I know this. Many of my former
saying he saw him making out with a chick once was to make those 3 jokes that were completely flat and didn't land at all.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't think if you think they didn't land in the book, you should hear him when he did them on stage, because those were all stage jokes that he just did in the book, and they got the same on stage as in the book.
That's my Gary chunk.
Gary has kids. We all probably made the leap that he's had sex in his life.
Sure.
Right.
What? That loser made out with a girl?
Workers know this, and there are many people who still work there who know this. Gary's memory of things was usually wrong, and other employees would suffer because of it. Hey, look, don't believe me? This is a guy who couldn't even remember the name of his favorite animated character. He screwed up the name of an animation cell that he wanted. It was of Baba Louie, and Gary said Baba Booey, and thus his name.
But that's different from saying, I don't remember the name, or I don't know.
Right.
He made a mistake on it, whereas John can't remember yesterday. He can't remember 10 minutes ago, and then sits and tells you how he's got it's a vault. Nothing, everything. He remembers everything. An amazing memory.
And I listened to one of those like Stern Anthology or whatever the fuck it was. Something that Baba Booey did, where he told a story where he found something. He's like, must have been what I saw. There were like episodes where the guy would drag the word out. So he was saying Baba Booey. And that's where Gary got like confused or something.
Right.
And he told Howard that story, and Howard goes, "Don't say that on air because it'll ruin the bit."
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
Nickname was born. So I started to mess with him. I would pull pranks on him, goof on him in the studio, write bits about him with fellow intern and friend Mike Navarra. See, Mike knew the ins and outs of the Bowie as well. The bit was a self-help audio tape called Gary Dell'Abate's I Don't Work for a Living, and it was all about how Gary would sleep in the jock lounge, bumble things up, delegate any job that Howard wanted him.
Delegate.
Delegate. What does that mean?
I'm very delicate.
I want to say something to Howard, but I have to be delicate about it.
Gary Delicate.
Anyways, look at that loser now, and look at me.
Yes. Gary was absolutely terrible at his job, as you can see.
I wonder if Mike Navarro is still in the Bowie business.
To do, and how every other week he was on a new diet. Gary started to get jealous that Howard liked me. Look.
So Gary was patient zero for jelly, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gary's a nice guy. He just knows where his bread is buttered. I liked him, but disliked him too. I even played.
That's normal. That's totally normal, yeah.
He's my best friend and my worst enemy.
I cared for him, but also wanted to murder him.
Shower the people with a whole choir that I put together for his wedding. I loved his wife and visited her in the hospital when their son Jackson was born. But hey, he threw me under the bus way too many times and it pissed me off.
Oh, what a douchebag.
Wow.
Look at what a good friend I am. I visited his wife in the hospital, which
nobody does that.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. You know
It's
what
a
I
little
mean?
inappropriate.
Right.
Wait till they get home with the kid and they go visit. See what are you doing?
Hey, man, how'd the tightening up part go?
Can I see?
Can I?
For funny ways to get my revenge. Once we were in the studio and Gary was planning to take the Gary puppet to an appearance he had in New Jersey. Jackie said when Gary left the studio, "Hey, Howard, we should rig it so the Gary puppet will break." I chimed in, "Guys, how about I just steal it?" Howard said, "John, do you think you can pull that off?" I said, "Absolutely." He said, "Do it." So that Saturday at the appearance, I had my girlfriend's girlfriend and guy friend drive me to the appearance.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My girlfriend's girlfriend and guy friend. That's pretty simple. It's some friends. Or some friends. That's some friends. Yeah.
Friends. Yeah, don't even say my girlfriend's friend. Just say some friends.
I got a ride. Whatever.
Is this a children's book? Like, what is this?
I like that this is the part he thinks we're going to fact check. He's like, I got to ride with some friends. What were their names?
It was me, my cousin, my nephew, my nephew's friend, my cousin's friend, and their two cousin friends' nephews.
I had the owner show Gary around the place while the puppet sat near Gary's picture signing table. I had the dude I was with run into the store, grab the puppet, and then get back to the car. He did, and we drove.
Wait, so John didn't even steal the puppet?
Wait, this is what I'm saying. He's
the other guy do
describing
it?
This is like Ocean's 11 if he's just sitting in the car waiting,
Right.
and everybody else is flipping and they're hiding in cases and.
So wait,
and
John,
this-
you were the getaway driver? No, I was in
Yeah.
the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Like, what did
Yeah.
you do then?
Well, who did it? My girlfriend's boyfriend.
I had my girlfriend's boyfriend, not my girlfriend's boyfriend. Distract Gary.
Drove away laughing our asses off. Poor Baba Booey. I called.
Wait, but hold on. They drove away laughing their asses off after what?
Stealing the puppet.
Yeah, well,
I had the dude I was with run into the store, grab the puppet, and then get back to the car. He did, and we drove away laughing our asses off. Poor Baba Booey. I called Howard. He and I never laughed so hard. We were
Gary
picturing just how.
scumbag. This is the time I robbed him.
again, time to bring Gary down a notch. You know, he's this superhero trying to affect normal people. Like, it's crazy. He's not fighting crime. He's fighting people he feels are getting away with too much in his book.
So I ruined this guy's entire weekend. Who was it?
Yeah.
My boss.
Yeah.
That's smart. Good idea.
I stole his property and ruined this event. Man, he
learn
was
him.
trying to hold me down.
Gary's head must have been exploding, and how many times per second he was licking his lips and grinding his teeth. God knew there was plenty of fake enamel to grind. Gary always tied his shoelaces
I like him and I don't like him.
really tight, and I could almost.
He's fucking.
Where's
He's
the
down to.
like?
He's down to goofing on the guy's enamel. Like, what part do you like, dude?
God knew that.
Yeah.
Which is weird. So wait, he ties his shoelaces tight? Is that? Can you back it up a little
Yeah,
bit?
sure.
This is a weird detail to know about someone.
What, did he do anything right?
I've literally never been concerned about how tight people's shoelaces are. It's never crossed my mind.
You're not a prank master like John when you're
True.
trying to tie their shoes together at age 30, you know?
And how many times per second he was licking his lips and grinding his teeth. God knew there was plenty of fake enamel to grind. Gary always tied his shoelaces really tight, and I could almost picture the circulation getting cut off from his
He was one of those.
feet and the blood rushing right up to his lips. Gary called me, was like, John, don't lie to me, but did you steal the puppet, or do you know if Howard knows who did?
Wait. So we went from shoes being tied too tight to now Gary freaking out about the puppet. It's almost look. I never put a book together. I don't have a book out there. It's almost as if the shoes too tight part didn't even need to be in.
Wildly unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's to show you how tightly wound Gary was in this moment.
Even sandals weren't loose on Gary's feet.
I was like, Gary, no, man. I'm at my girlfriend's mom's house. Then I went into a story about a problem I was having with Tom or something, just to make believe I was so disinterested in his plight. Sure, it was mean, but I knew it was radio gold. He was like, John, what am I gonna do? I was like, Gary, are you sure it's not still at the store? No, I checked everywhere. Gary, man, just take a deep breath. I'm sure we can get the guy to build us another one and everything will be fine.
There you go. That's what you want. A moron coming up with solutions for you. Oh, we got to be at work tomorrow? Reach out to the puppet guy and see if he can build one in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Also, why is he calling John? If John wasn't there, why is he calling John about this?
That is a great point. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Let me call the dumbest guy I know who's nowhere near me and see if he can help. I don't
God, you're a
think Gary-
solutions guy. Help me out with this.
Yeah. Gary's like, let me put my head together with John and really figure this out.
He was like, Howard's gonna kill me. Howard and I laughed like crazy. This went on all weekend, and that Monday morning,
Wait, their asses were intact after this. That's amazing. Just crazy. Okay, good.
Gary got the wrath. Howard played it brilliantly, and Gary bought it hook, line, and sinker. People started calling.
Well, I mean, he bought it because the puppet was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
He bought it because he fell for it, that idiot.
You stole the puppet. There was nothing
Yeah. Yeah, he went there with something. He left without it.
Can you believe how naive this guy is?
I keep going back to again. This chapter is Gary's a scumbag.
Oh God.
This chapter would be written exactly the same in Gary's book, talking about what a fucking piece of shit John was.
The fool came back to work with no puppet. Can you believe that?
What happened?
What an idiot.
Growing up, one guy called in saying that he had the puppet and he was holding it hostage. And then he put the puppet on and was like, Wolf, I need your help. I'm scared. Finally, we gave in and told him after an hour. Revenge was sweet. This was my payback to Gary for all of the times he treated me like shit.
Made me work.
All the times he covered for me being late. All the times he let me slide on doing my work.
He loaned me money.
$5,000. Fuck him. Payback's coming.
I'll show you.
That's really John. John lives for revenge. Anybody he thinks slights him in any way, he just lives for that.
That's the beauty part. You don't have to slight him. He just has to feel that.
Yes.
And he's on course. He's setting course for revenge.
Man, was Gary pissed at me, but I had scored many points with Howard, and this bond would eventually lead to me hanging out with Howard away from the show, which annoyed the crap out of Gary.
You steal one puppet, and now you can't hang out with Howard.
Here's a short list of the pranks I pulled on Gary and the rest of the staff.
All right, here we go. A. Why? He's gonna okay, let's go around the horn.
Yeah, Willie mentioned taping down the receiver in Scott the engineer's office.
Wait. Forget that. Around the horn. Is he starting with letters or numbers on this list? I'll start with you, Blind Mike.
I think because the last one was letters, I'm going to say definitely numbers.
It would make sense, right?
It's compelling.
I'm going Roman numerals on this one. I. 2 eyes.
I say he's sticking to what he knows. Letters.
No, I think it's going to be numbers.
All right.
Is he going to tell the prank of putting the dollar bill on a fishing line?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
fishing line, taping the phone down.
Yep.
Pretending the stocks bottomed out or whatever. Was that his? Yeah.
I told Gary that his father called his mom and passed away.
Right.
Gary was so distraught.
Prank number 1. I started for an internship and didn't work for 16 years.
Gotcha. All right, let's find out.
A. The Scott Salem phone scam.
Hey.
Scott the engineer's wife used to call him in.
This
phone
is it, right?
scam.
Yeah.
This is his opener.
Yeah, this is his
That's
favorite
how
one.
strong this bit is.
Incessantly in his smoke-filled studio and yell at him. So one day I taped the 2 buttons down that the phone rests on and asked an intern to call him in the studio in 5 minutes. I told Jackie and Billy what I was up to and joined me in Scott's studio. We went down there and Scott was stressed as usual. The phone rang, he picked it up and started saying hello, and the phone kept on ringing. He kept saying hello, hello, and eventually, what the fuck is going on?
We were laughing our asses off.
The irony is that one of the greatest things that ever happened in the Dabbleverse is when John's at his mom's house and the phones just keep fucking ringing.
Yeah.
Mom, how many phones you got here?
Why is hello? It's not coming off the.
This book should be titled, I Hope No One Ever Treats Me Like This.
Fudgicle's right. I like it. Fudgicle goes, how is this a scam?
It's not.
It really isn't.
Meanwhile, Jack.
Yeah.
So he picked up the.
The handset.
Yeah, the handset. But there was tape down on the bottom.
The shoes are on his hand. Keep up.
Right. Mike, I know this is complex. There's a lot of levels to this, but try and keep up.
Genius.
Jackie, Billy, and I were laughing our asses off.
Yep,
he got so pissed, he picked up the entire phone and threw it at me. B. The Gary stock scam. I had a few
that one.
Everything's a scam.
brokers during the boiler room days.
How about prank? Since you're making a list of the best pranks instead of scams.
One time I stole Gary's wallet and spent all of his money.
Right.
It's a great scam.
My intentions were more evil, and I felt prank is too lighthearted.
I didn't think they were doing anything illegal, but I was.
People I looked up to as pranksters. 1, A, Bernie Madoff.
I was making some good dough buying.
Fucking idiot.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
What a prankster.
What a prankster.
Imagine buying a whole island just to pull these scams.
What a cut up.
Selling
back
stocks.
it up. I want to hear.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
what the
sorry.
stock thing is. It's
Sorry.
funny. That's all right.
B, the Gary stock scam. I had a few brokers during the boiler room days. I didn't think they were doing anything illegal, but I was making some good dough buying and selling stocks.
Okay.
Turns out I was wrong.
Yeah. So that guy went to prison, who he's talking about, and then got out of prison and produced his movie.
Yeah. I thought all stock traders were in boiler rooms. My mistake.
So I slipped him Gary's name and social security number.
I hooked Gary, Jackie, and Robin up with them, and we all made money. One day I had Benny, my stockbroker, call Gary after Gary gave him like 20 grand for a sure thing stock. I taped the call from behind Gary. Benny told him that his stock tanked and that he lost all his money. I stood behind Gary laughing my ass off. I told Howard and we were crying. I was Gary's arch nemesis.
So was Gary. He was crying too, for different reasons.
I'm sorry. How was that a prank?
It's a scam, Carl.
It's a scam, right?
You're in the middle of a scam segment,
Good
dude.
stuff.
Act like you've been there.
And I really didn't.
The way he wrote this book had to be in sections where he forgot what he wrote before or didn't know what he said yet. Because he keeps reiterating things like he's like, I was Gary's arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Like you just explained you didn't like him. Why are you reiterating this?
Well, he would go home, have a few.
Well, this is my
cocktails.
question. This is my question. Is the repeating happening because he's sober at that point or because he's wasted at that point reading? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Both
I
are
think he
very
did all of this-
possible.
Yeah, he did all of this drunk. He would get home, he would sit there and have a few and just talk into his little microphone.
Didn't care. He had betrayed me too many times. C, the kaleidoscope Scott scam. One day I decided to buy one of those kaleidoscopes that you twist and it changes colors and designs. I dipped the eyepiece in an ink pad and then walked down to Scott's studio with the intention of telling Scott that he had to check out how cool this particular kaleidoscope was. Unfortunately, Scott's intern grabbed it first, put it up to his eye, pulled it down, and had a round ring around his eye like Petey the dog from the Little Rascals. I laughed like crazy.
Then I had to explain the Little Rascals to the intern.
D, I propped up a box with a stick. Underneath it.
Yeah, I mean these. Why would you write about these scam pranks? Because it's what you do when you're in junior high.
E, the banana peel in the hallway.
I offered him a piece of gum, but it actually snapped when he grabbed it.
L, the dead fly in an ice cube prank.
This chapter should be called "I'm an asshole."
Right. An unfunny asshole.
That's what I mean. John is just listing things where if anyone did them to him, he'd sue them.
Yeah. And at work, nonetheless.
Right.
I mean, it's one thing in our personal lives if we're friends hanging out. I'm trying to make a call and you're taping down my phone like a mental patient.
I sedated Gary and then tattooed a penis on his face.
Yeah.
We were laughing our asses off.
Scott was pissed because he knew that I intended it for him. D, Scott the DJ, music the way you want it, phone prank. I had my mom call Scott to hire him as a DJ while I taped the phone call. I had her say that she wanted to hire him, but the one condition was that he wears his wig because she didn't want a baldy standing behind the DJ table uglying up the place. E, this.
Oh, and that's how that ended. Okay.
Good
My
one.
mother called and insulted Scott. What a prank.
It'd be great because the only thing missing is him going, we didn't tape it. We just did it in our own free time. Just to fuck
Did
with
you hear?
Scott.
I think they had to edit. He had a cut because he laughed. He started laughing.
He's running out of air because he's trying to cram everything in that they did in this amazing bit with no ending, no closure, nothing.
But the one condition was that he wears his wig because she didn't want a baldy standing behind the DJ table uglying up the place. E, the Steve Grillo act.
If he was a musical act and he's doing that story between the next song and he gets to the end and he just goes 2, 3, 4, you'd be like, well, that fucking made no sense. What the fuck was that about?
Prank. Steve wanted to be an actor. I had my Tony and Tina's wedding friend and the Sopranos actor Sharon Angela call him with a fake part. Steve went to the audition.
Dude, this backfired on John so badly.
Oh, this was quite a prank. I offered him a job.
Howard scolded John for
And
not
I had him
hearing
do
this
crazy-
with
Oh,
the actual writers on the show before doing it.
Yeah, yeah. This was one of the John bits that John produced and directed and created himself.
Yep.
It's and it ended up blowing up big time.
Shit, I had him barking like a dog and stuff. I executed it well, but Howard lambasted me for not thinking of better bits during the audition.
Turns out a guy barking on the dog on the radio can only get you so far.
He was probably right. Hey,
Hey, what does he know?
He was probably right.
He probably knows a thing or two, maybe. Maybe.
they'd all be winners, but I didn't think it was so bad. F, the classic Scott the Engineer $20 bill gag.
Oh, here it is.
That's the grade it should get.
Bring it home, baby. Bring it home.
Jesus
Close
Christ.
strong.
It's a shame this was sequestered to F. I think it's higher than this.
Well, I think that's the grade.
I would have made that one an A seed in this tournament, if you will.
The standard joke, but for E. I hid in a doorway with a fishing line attached to a $20 bill. Doug Goodstein shot with a hidden camera from down the hall.
Doug Goodstein gave me the $20. I was a little light that day.
Back.
I told Doug I'm not liquid at the moment, and if he could spot me 20.
The back of my pants
Scott-
are liquid.
I walked out of the studio and saw the 20, bent over to get it, and I yanked it out from under him. He fell for it immediately. Man, he looked at me with hatred in his eyes.
Success.
Good.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Wow.
Now I can ride off into the sunset as all my pranks have been established.
G, Beetlejuice.
Gee.
Hold on. Well, if he was able to prank Beetlejuice, then I've got to take everything back.
Oh, yeah. Not easy.
He pulled the wool over that guy's eyes.
Yeah. Got to get up pretty early to get one over on Mr. Beat. I'll tell you that. As his former roommate, not a lot of laughs.
In his eyes. G, Beetlejuice, I'm right behind you. Beetlejuice was hanging in the back office. I sat in a chair right behind him and called him. Then I started saying how I was going to kick his ass. He started going crazy.
Think of how many people were listening or reading this book going, Michael Keaton, the actor, was in the office?
And also, he says he called him. He doesn't say he calls him on the phone. I'm visualizing that they're in the office, and he called him. Beetle. Hey,
Yeah.
Beetle.
Hey.
Crazy, not even realizing that I was right behind him.
It's like he's retarded or something. I don't understand it. What is this guy, stupid?
You ever fuck with a slow doll? It's really a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it.
I kept tapping him on his left shoulder and then running over to the right side. I did it for 38 minutes. We were laughing our asses off.
H, the Artie Lang practical joke.
H, we're up to H.
One night, Artie and I went with a couple of guys from the show to a Yankees game. Artie was doing the Bally's weight loss challenge and had to lose 25 pounds to get 25 grand. So he was staying away from carbs. He ordered 2 hot dogs at the game but didn't eat the buns. After the game, I decided to pull into McDonald's near the stadium. I got to the drive-thru speaker and started ordering a couple of burgers, and then the other guys started ordering. I looked in the rear view at Artie's face in the back seat, and sweat was pouring from his forehead as he appeared to be contemplating the hardest decision in his life.
Was it pouring from his forehead?
Yeah. You know, on the way home, we did heroin in front of him while he's trying to stay
Right.
clean.
I was going to say, is
Yeah.
the prank just that this guy was on a diet and he purposely went to McDonald's?
Yeah, yeah. That's his
What a
prank,
great
to
prank.
torture a close friend, his best friend on the show,
Yeah.
according to John.
So I bought some Coke and booze and
Yeah. We ate the food very slowly in front of his face.
Finally, he broke down and said in a loud voice, automated McFlurry and 2 cheeseburgers and a side of fries. I ordered it.
We got him.
He never did get that 25 grand.
Mission accomplished.
What a friend.
He never was able to lose that weight.
It's not like it stuck with him or anything. I don't know.
That began a spiral for Artie that continued.
And I gave him some bleach to wash it down.
Another success by the pranksman.
For him. Then instead of going to the window to get the food, I just pulled out of the parking lot. We all laughed, except, of course, for Artie. That night, we went to a pizza place. Artie had 3 slices there and another one as we walked the scores. On Monday, Artie weighed in and had gained weight.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Jesus Christ, what an asshole. First I teased him with McDonald's, and then we went to a pizzeria. Cool.
I bet Artie he wouldn't attempt suicide.
Yeah. People failing is my sunshine. Hi, I'm John Melendez.
For Artie's birthday, I gave him a sharp kitchen knife.
Right.
The homeless game prank. I worked it out with Robin that I would edit one of the homeless game segments, and I handed her, Jackie, and Fred the answers. This way, they would win every bet against Howard. When we played the game, Howard got almost every one wrong. He was.
And another bit is everyone cheats but Howard.
Yeah, cool.
You're not going to believe this. He wasn't happy about this.
Freaking out.
You're Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
Couldn't understand it. Later on, at the end of the game, we let him in on the fact that he had been had. He took it well, which put me at ease, because it could have gone either way.
Oh, he reads like a third grader. Jeez.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how it would go. All I knew is I had to do it. Unsure of my boss's reaction, we had to keep moving forward.
My boss hated me. I want to get my boss's boss to hate me as well.
Right. What a moron.
No lack of confidence has ever stopped me before.
Yeah. It's like all the questions are there. It's like it should click. A gear something should work, and it just never works. It's insanity.
The entire E-crew knew that I was a consummate ball breaker and truth seeker. After a
truth seeker, there you go. Whatever happened to Building 7?
A fire in the basement? Come on.
Yeah,
It's not going to collapse.
The E guys know metal doesn't get that hot. Steel.
long hiatus, they pulled me into their booth and showed me a picture of Howard's nose from before and then one from after. It was obvious that he had gotten a nose job, and they told me knowing that I'd ask him about it on the air. Howard denied it then, but I heard that he admitted it years later after I left. One time, Howard was...
I'm never going to look into it, but I'm pretty sure he did.
It was like the first episode they went to Sirius, and John is so fucking poor. He never paid for Sirius. He never listened to the Stern Show after 2005.
Right.
Unfortunately, there was no way to verify this.
And I like how the E-crew are like, hey, let's let Dummy go in there and ask him. He's a fucking idiot. He'll do it.
Yep.
He's giving us all shit about the Christmas gifts that we gave him. I couldn't resist. I had been waiting for this moment for a while. So I went on the air and said, Howard, you once gave me a colorful canister of popcorn with my name on it. It had 3 flavors, regular, caramel, and cheddar. I thought it had to be a joke, and I reached my arm in the canister and searched the bottom looking for a check.
This is kind of nitpicky, but
yeah.
What flavor is regular? Do you mean butter? What kind of popcorn do you want? Regular.
I thought the same thing, but I guess just plain is what he means.
No, I think it's butter,
I put my arm through my
caramel.
pants leg and reached all the way down
into the popcorn tin.
Popcorn.
I pulled my shoe out. Again, he's like, can you believe this guy who gave me a job that nobody in this industry would ever give me sent me a fucking tin of popcorn? What a fucking idiot.
I treated it like a Cracker Jack box as I searched for the prize. After I left the studio, Mike Angie came up to me in the hallway and said he did the same thing. Howard blamed that gift on Allison. but it's not like any of his gifts were much better. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm appreciative of any gift. And hey, the guy already gave me a job. But every year was another dumbass gift.
This guy reached out to try and get this promoted on Sirius when this was coming out. Let me just remind everybody.
That's right. He wanted to come in studio.
He was shocked that Gary wouldn't book him to come on and promote this fucking book.
I think it's the same sentence. It may be one sentence apart where he says, listen, I appreciate a gift, but every year it was another dumbass gift.
It might be the same sentence.
I gotta go back.
Howard blamed that gift on Allison, but it's not like any of his gifts were much better. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm appreciative of any gift. And hey, the guy already gave me a job. But every year was another dumbass gift. As per...
I don't think it's just how appreciation works.
You know what? That guy sounds like he appreciates this.
Big or small, I'm over it.
Hey, thanks so much for your dumbass gift.
You know my motto, no matter the gift, I'll shit on it, and you.
Yeah. And he's talking about how he became friends and hanging out with Howard. So if that was a fact, then you know everything they did, Howard paid. Every dinner, every event,
of course.
whatever. So I think those are gifts.
Ralph's design. One year, we got a leather writing tablet with Howard's tattoo carved into the leather on the cover. Another year, we got a Howard Stern watch. After I left, I heard he gave the staff a Sirius radio with a year subscription.
One year, I got a record contract.
By the way, John, nothing to do with any of those gifts, just so you know.
Right.
Hey, if he's going to goof on everyone else's gifts, he should be able to take having his gifts goofed on too. No? I started to...
Who are you asking? The engineer? No. What is he supposed to...
No.
Get famous in my own right and went on other shows like Conan O'Brien, Jon Stewart, and Ricky Lake.
I'll show you and your gifts.
Of course, I knew it was because of my success on The Stern Show, but I like to do other things. I would always ask Howard for permission. You have to understand something. I loved Howard and didn't want to do anything to piss him off. I also feared him. There were times that...
Don't get me wrong. I love Howard. I hate his gifts, but I love Howard as a guy.
And I never wanted to piss him off, yet time and time again I would.
Right. I asked him for permission. You know how many segments there are of John getting chewed out for not talking to Howard about something ahead of time? They're endless.
And you should always fear a person you love.
So I did an interview with a magazine or television show that I would stay up all night sweating in bed, going over the interview, making sure that I didn't say anything that would piss Howard off. I was asked to be in movie.
That's how dumb he is. It took him all night to figure out what not to say about his boss or where he works.
Don't say anything about the popcorn. Don't say anything about the popcorn.
You just don't say anything. Just say it's a great place to work. You don't have to give tawdry details about everything.
Gary, I may have called you sinister in Stepping Out magazine interview. I apologize.
He's like Meet Wally Sparks with Rodney Dangerfield and Dude, Where's My Car? I was a guest on a Brandon Tartikoff show called Last Call, and afterward, Tartikoff pulled me aside. He looked at me
and said, ironically, this is the last call for this show, the episode I was on.
Okay, now those two things, maybe an anecdote or two about doing those movies.
Right.
About
okay. Yes, agreed. Yeah. That's a great thought and probably should have been in the book. But, you know, this is a guy in conversation. It's about credits, nothing else.
Right. I mean, you're meeting Ashton Kutcher.
Stick in your craw.
Wait, what were you saying, Mike? Sorry, Blind Mike?
Doesn't the popcorn stick in your craw a little bit?
Yeah. But, have a story about meeting Ashton Kutcher, hanging out with us, something.
And Rodney Dangerfield, working with, on the Rodney Dangerfield movie.
You know, when Ronnie got to do a part on Adam Sandler's movies, I went with him to cover it for the news. Mm-hmm. I have to come back with stories. I have to come back with stuff. And it's not hard. It's not difficult to do.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that happens on the set.
And you said it earlier, but like each one of those credits he's listing, wings that he did, the record label, all that, those are the gifts that Howard gave us.
Exactly, Mike.
It's not Howard saying, here's a gift, but that's like what Howard did for him. I don't, maybe it was a more...
No, Mike. It was popcorn. I don't think you're understanding what John's saying.
Maybe the Christmas gift thing was more normal tradition at the time, or maybe I'm just not aware of it. But like, I don't think Dave Portnoy is sending employees gifts every Christmas.
Yeah.
But like, to get any gift and to bitch about it 25 years later is fucking crazy.
There's only two people that I can think of that were delusional enough to think that they got all these opportunities because of them and not Howard, and that's John and Eric the Midget. Those two, exactly the same.
Good
people.
company.
Yep.
In the eye and said, "You've got it." From a guy of his stature, that meant the world to me. In fact, they liked me so much they asked me to be the co-host.
From what I've heard, no one in entertainment has ever told somebody you've got it before. I'm the first.
It was $5,000 a week. It's weird. Before I was on that show, last call was my least favorite
He can't
phrase.
help himself. He always tell you what he was paid for things when he thinks it's impressive.
Well, and this is my favorite thing is he hated the phrase last call until he started getting paid. Then he found something he liked about it.
It's weird. Before I was on that show, last call was my least favorite phrase.
What's your least favorite phrase, guys? Let's go around the horn. Least favorite phrase, everybody.
Those were the last words I ever wanted to hear. It irritated Howard, though. Mel Karmazon would put me down by saying that video killed the radio star. Fuck him. If he thought I was such a star, then why not pay me like one?
Yeah.
Howard,
I'll show you, Mel Karmazon. You know what?
Fuck.
Fuck him. What do you got that I don't? Oh, everything.
John had to get up at 4:30 a.m. and commute with Jackie to the Stern Show. Why is he hearing the term? Why is he hearing the phrase "last call" anyway?
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
would always use the Letterman analogy of how Larry Bud Melman was overused by doing commercials and it oversaturated the brand for Letterman. Coincidentally, when my friends and I went to Atlantic City, my friends had tickets for us to see Jay Leno and meet him after the show. Jay said to me then, "Hey, John, good job on Last Call." Who knew he was...
Jay swore me to secrecy that I was at his show.
I wonder how he got those tickets.
Ah.
How ironic that he would say that. I wish Howard had the same opinion, but instead the whole thing just irritated him. My fall from grace with Howard happened over a series of instances, the first being the alleged book deal.
A series of what?
Instances.
The
first
book deal.
Yeah, the alleged, but there's nothing alleged about it. He was caught.
I told Howard on the air that I'd been approached about doing a book, and he didn't say much about it.
I wonder why.
So it's alleged by you, the book deal, John? Like, who's it being alleged by?
That'd be like one of Tony Soprano's guys going, "So I'm looking into buying a recorder to keep on me at all times and record conversations. What do you think, boss?" Thinking of putting a GoPro on my chest so it documents everything we do all day around here. What do you think? Somebody asked me to write a book. They know the dumbest ones to go to, you know?
On the air that I'd been approached about doing a book, and he didn't say much about it. Afterward, he asked to see me in his office, like I was in trouble with the principal. He told me that I couldn't write a book mentioning any...
Right. Still not understanding the worker-boss dynamic in life.
Right.
Like he's in charge.
Stern.
Yeah. What does this guy think he's in charge of me or something?
Not the boss of me.
Hey.
Thing about the show because he might have a book deal of his own soon. I could write a book, however, about my band gigs or anything else, just not the show. Later that day, I called my guy at the publishing house and told him the deal was off. After all, who cares about my fucking band gigs?
Well, at least John knew his band was worthless to write about, so he's like, moving on.
I also think that's incredibly fair.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
In those days, me writing a book without mentioning Howard was like telling Captain Ahab not to mention a whale.
In these days,
Here is
it's still your only important credit, you idiots.
You didn't do it this time, so obviously you needed to.
Back then, people only associated me with the Howard Stern show. Yeah, no shit.
Here's what happened. A, I got interest from a literary agent to do a book about my trials and tribulations while interviewing celebrities. B,
So, A, the show.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
I met the guy who was going to co-write the book with me. C, I mentioned it on the air, and Howard told me to come to his office after the show, where he then explained that I couldn't do a book about my interviews or the show because he might be writing a book someday and my book would interfere with his.
You already said
D, I called the co-writer and told him I was not allowed to do a book about the interviews or anything about the show.
Did we go back or is he repeating this?
Yeah, why is he telling this again?
I think he's making his Schindler's list of excuses as to why it's not his fault.
Okay.
You know, because Howard isn't here to poke holes in all this bullshit.
Right.
He just said it 2 sentences ago.
Yeah.
E, I received a book proposal that the co-writer had written and gave to the literary agent anyway. It was exactly what I told him I couldn't do as per Howard's request. I was shocked. I feared that this had gone to Judith Regan and other publishers and that Howard would find out and think it was my doing.
F, I signed it. But I didn't. Yeah, go
When he
ahead.
uses the phrase co-writer, I think he's similar to like the Stuttering John and Friends tour. It's like one person's doing all the work.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other guy's putting his name on it.
Yeah, this guy's going to spit all over you and tell you these awful stories that have no ending and nothing, and then you have to turn that into a book.
Right.
Gee, I wrote the first 40 pages with the subject, "Don't Tell Howard."
Howard, is it? Would it be bad if Chapter 2 is called "Scumbag Gary Delabate" in this book?
What about Gary D? Would that work?
Gary D.
Could be any.
Yeah.
F, I called the co-writer and got his voicemail and said, "What the fuck are you doing? I already told you that I couldn't do this." G,
That was F, by the way.
Yeah, right. Meanwhile, the co-writer, so he went rogue. The co-writer said, "We got so much good shit here. I'm not even waiting for John's instructions. I'm just going to start writing this book. Get it out there. Got it."
In a state of panic, I called Robin to tell her what this asshole did. But instead of being understanding, she scolded me. She was very angry with me.
I wonder why. How many people you think approached Robin and Fred and Gary and everyone else on that show about a book?
You think it's more? You think Robin and Fred would have done more?
Oh, yeah. I think they would have been offered a lot more money to do it. And I'm sure they were pissed to turn it down, but they did.
In retrospect, I'm guessing she already knew and had talked to Howard about it. H, that Monday morning, Howard ripped me a new asshole about how I tried to write the book behind his back, which is so silly. Like, really? I would do that after he told me I couldn't? Did he think I was purposely trying to lose my job?
Why is this in list form?
Right.
Tell the story.
I love letters.
H, it was pretty fucked up that they did.
Gee, how could you? Really?
I. That Monday after the show, the co-writer called me to apologize. He totally admitted that I told him I couldn't do the book, but that he went against my wishes, and he felt bad. Too late.
Jay, you really think you know someone?
I would have brought him into the studio to tell Howard, but he lives in Canada.
Howard went ballistic on the air. This was such bullshit. Like I would really try to write a book behind his back. I swear on my life.
I mean, you've been caught multiple times in your telling of this story, John. In John's version of this, he was trying to write a book.
Maybe let's say it was a misunderstanding and a big conspiracy against him.
Okay.
I can still wrap my head around why Howard would be angry.
Yeah. I told you not to, John.
Right.
If the wrong information, sure, but
yeah. Mike's right. If everything he's saying is accurate, you still can understand Howard being upset about this.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, I think we got like a minute left on this.
That this whole sequence is true. It didn't matter, though. I started getting labeled as sneaky, and this was but one of the things that started my on-air downfall with Howard. I fell from grace.
I love. We went through G worth of prank scam material, and then he goes, This guy's trying to paint me to be untrustworthy, or like a scammer or something.
Before this, I had much grace.
Right.
Now I've fallen from it.
Just because I hide behind the door with money on a fishing line doesn't mean you can't trust me.
More of this type of bullshit ensued. Did it have anything to do with my increasing popularity? Who knows? But
I bet it did, right, John?
Yeah. No, it should be who knows. That's what I think. Because everyone knows that has nothing to do with it except for John.
The only thing I'm guilty of is being too popular.
Yep.
You guys all know the Stern Show better than me, but my knowledge of it is the one guy that could like possibly make this argument would be Artie, where like the fans kind of started. Artie became more beloved than Howard. So you could say like, oh, Artie Howard realized that and kind of became jealous of the attention Artie was getting. The idea that John was in that position is so crazy. Like John is, and I think you should take this as a credit, but John is like one of the first people I think of as a like radio stunt boy, whack pack, side back room guy. Like he kind of personified that.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%. Absolutely.
You don't think people were writing into the Stern Show and saying, if John doesn't get more airtime, I'm not listening anymore?
No, like, and Artie, like, I mean, Artie's the only guy even close to that. Like, I can't, even Jackie, where Jackie was more of a writer. Like, Artie's the only guy that almost talked as much as Howard, really.
Yeah, it was almost a co-host.
And it was an interesting time because Howard was just more and more famous and popular, and Artie was like this everyman. He was the connection to the people out there.
Right.
If Howard got a little too, too out of touch, right? To Hollywood, which would never happen. But
I became a target. A friend of mine, James Caritas, pointed out a story to me that he said made him never want to listen to Howard again. Howard and I were arguing on the air, and he said that if I didn't agree with him and say that he was right, I'd be fired. I had to finally say that I was wrong and he was right just to keep my job. The irony is that Howard...
The irony is he was right and I was wrong.
Right.
I've heard all of these arguments. John is always wrong.
Yes.
Abused by his dad, called a moron and stupid, had become that very same person to us. He made a choice, unfortunately for us.
Wow.
Although it was a type of behavior I was already used to. Here's what I mean.
That's the end of that chapter. Yeah. When it's all said and done, this cycle of abuse must be stopped at some point. Thank you for
Howard
reading
Stern said I was a moron?
Right.
Yeah, of course I can.
Unbelievable. We got some super tips and some super chats, but I don't want to keep you guys. We've been here over 2 hours. So the Blind Mike Project, Mike Geary, phenomenal. Thank you.
Yes, check it out. I'm going live with Cardiff and Tookie at 8 p.m. tonight. If you on any of our Patreons, you can get that as well. So check it out.
All right. Enjoy. I hope Tookie shows up this time.
I hope so.
Have fun.
And Mike and I do a show called Dabbleverse Live every Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It'll be on Blind Mike's channel this week with Bob Levy. And we'll be, it's a news program. You know, we want to report on what's going on in the Dabbleverse every week. We take it very seriously.
Nice. Well, you better, because Menso John says, great show, boys. I laughed my ass off.
Nice.
So add that to the list.
High praise.
Thank you, gentlemen, as always, for popping in and joining us and lending your expertise. Appreciate it.
That was a lot of fun.
No problem. We'll do it again.
Did I just get dismissed?
Oh, you can stay if you want. I mean, I'm giving you an out.
I'm going to leave.
Bye, Mike. Whoarethese.com is where you can find all things Who Are These podcasts. We just did a bonus show yesterday. You can find that. It's Living in the Past. It's part of our series, going back to Stuttering John's old podcasts and some stuff from the Howard Stern Show. But we were playing Stuttering John from September 18th, 2018 on the Stuttering John podcast, talking to Royce. And it's hilarious. He's fighting with Gary Garver.
Oh.
And Gary Garver left John these voicemails. I'm going to kick your ass. I'll meet you in Culver City. I'll fuck you up. And John goes, all right, let's call him on the air and watch this. I am going to get him so wound up. We're going to go at it. It's going to be so great, Royce. Call him up. So John calls Gary Garbage and goes, "Hey man, why are you mad at me? Are we cool?" Like immediately, just there's no winding up. He doesn't do any of the things he says he's going to do. It's very funny.
Give me his number. This will be a great bit. Let me work things out with him. This will be killer.
Right. Just immediately a love fest.
Go check out, get a membership. Go check out all the bonus content and support our pals, shall you?
Yeah, if you become a member on YouTube, on our YouTube channel or patreon.com/Who Are These Podcasts, you get all the bonus shows that we do. And thanks, guys. That was fun. I love this book.
Yeah,
this is great. This is great. But I think Blind Mike's got to be a regular for this book.
I would love that. He's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Later, Karl.
See you guys.
Bye.
The one and only Karl Berger. Come on. And then there were two. Here we go.
Once I became a rock star, I knew I couldn't be mononymous with Karen or whoever the fuck I was dating. So I ended with her. I could get any lady to masturbate in a sauna for me. Steve Guttenberg went on tour with me. And one night, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Crosby, Matt Lauer, and this cool guy, Jeff Epstein, all chilled out in his really cool island. I don't remember anything. It was a great trip.
Love it. G-Rob.
Where did all the asses go after they were laughed off?
It's a question we've all been asking.
Yeah.
I'll have it, I'm writing a diet book. It's called The John Melendez's Laughing Your Fat Asses Off Diet. Another bestseller for me.
Oh, look at this one.
This is Velma from Scooby-Doo. I laughed my glasses off.
That's a great one.
My patent tip prank call was, "Hello, is your refrigerator running?" "Yes." "Good, because I don't know any appliance repairman." I hung up and laughed my asses off.
Finally, we have a visual of what John did. Here it is.
Oh,
Here it is.
there it is.
Y'all were so close. He had both his left hand and left leg in the pant leg, but put the shoe on the hand and waved with his foot.
Okay.
God. I mean, it's hilarity any way you slice it.
One time I called Fred at home and pretended to be a state trooper. I told him his mom had been killed by a drunk driver. Me and Howard laughed our asses off.
Get it?
My kid gave me macaroni picture spray painted gold. I reached my fist through it looking for a check. My kid blamed it on Susanna.
Destroying his children's artwork looking for a check. That is not good. Montreal Canadian dollar is 71 US, 71 cents US. All right, enjoy. Oh, Laughing Disco. Thank you for the thank you, Christina B, for the 250 gems, whatever the fuck that is. It's a lot of gems. Top that, gem hunters. The good news is I don't see any of this gems crap. Neither do we, except when I got to put it up. What the fuck is a gem? Belgian Ditka. Good to see you, pal. Hey. 24 months. Last suggestion, DabbleCon 3, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tons of hotels, Bananas Comedy Club, American Dream Mall, and Medieval Times. Wow. We can get a lot done there.
Yep.
Can you imagine we get in touch with Medieval Times and John, Karl, and myself can battle as knights.
Yeah, we can joust.
Oh. Hey, Karl, great seeing you this weekend in Rochester. Travel from Syracuse to Rochester, back and forth Saturday and Sunday. That's Dabbleverse dedication. That's why you're the man, Woody. Love you, pal. Santana with 10 more gems and a gold coin. You're out of control. Floating Heart. No thanks. I'm all stocked up here. More Laughing Discos. Well, thank you, Belgian Ditka. And Happy Poop. Thank you, Maud. The fuck is this shit? Gems, Letty, Sweaty Arse. I like that. As of now, breaking news, Wednesday night. So Wednesday we do our paywall shows. We knock out both blunders on Wednesday because Tuesday we have Tier 2 Titty Tuesday gifting. Wednesday we do our paywall shows, and so we'll be doing blunders, and then Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, the debut of The Lenny Show. Tune in. That's right. Tune in. 4 pork roasts grabbed from Joyce, sent from Roy's. Oh, I want to see that one. Rex Herman and STJ Massapequa's Finest wrote the same chapters. Herman. I don't know who that is. 1,000 gems.
Wow.
Those beef flaps. Well, I don't know if that's on there. Happy poop. Thank you. Eagle 400 gems. So John groomed an adult. Not him. He's never groomed.
No grooming.
10 gems. Press F. Get out of here. Loser. I knew I was. Oh, loser. Knew I was. Fix that. Oh, okay. Well, I forgot what you messed up. Damn, Mike, you're a good cartoonist.
Oh, thank you, laziest.
He is. Sparkles, sparkles, floating heart, floating heart.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hope these were good when they came out. Karl takes professional shots at John's house. You called me wacky? Wacky? That's our word. 200 gems equals sunshine. We all know that. Of course, floating heart. Andy Cap, he'll reference the yellow kid next.
Good pull.
I'd rather hear explosive diarrhea on the loop than this slug reading a book. GG's. Tucktown Chuck. Tim Conway removed his leg and waved it at a woman. It's the best dwarf out there. 2 gems. Thank you. 2 gems just stole Tookie's unpaid staff's truck. The email was John using Gary's computer in an attempt to drag Gary into this mess. So Howard got an email written by a 3rd grader, but from Gary's email address. He's a scheming liar. Thank you, Clyde.
Perfect. That's it.
Thank you, Clyde. Thank you for your service. One of the many proud vets we got here in the chat. Grok estimated John's mentions an ass being laughed off at about 25 times. That's an average of once every 10 pages. I think that's low, Barnes & Noobs. I think there's more than that. And shout out to Barnes & Noobs. We didn't have time today, but I've been meaning to play some Barnes & Noobs packages that he posts on Reddit, Dabblers Anonymous, of course. Go check it out. Go support Barnes & Noobs, an OG, great creator, putting out some good stuff. I'm sure Gary was distraught about a puppet. Well, he was pissed because he knew he was going to get shit for it because Howard set it up by saying, don't let anything happen to it. Seriously, what is his obsession with Gary? Gary's closeness to Howard.
Mm-hmm. And success at the show.
Right. The money, yes. But I think the number one thing is his friendship with Howard.
Yeah, right.
I put CP on Gary's computer, got him arrested. We were laughing our asses
What
off.
a prank.
All these show is a jealous coworker messing with people while they actually work.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're on the same page. I made Artie break a promise to his mom. It was hilarious. Labrin Mystic, talk about a genius. Thank you, Labrin, membering up. Appreciate you. We were laughing at Disco. 250 gems. Gary got his revenge and prank fired John. Yes, that was a great prank, which John later claimed he knew it was a prank. And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and John's pranks are just so lazy. It's
like
the
everything.
easiest. Yeah, the easiest thing he could do. I mean, it would be impressive if you do a jackass. That doesn't have to be that physical, but something where you have to do a setup and get other people in on it and do it for real.
The pranks that worked had nothing to do with John coming up with them.
Right.
When is Blind Mike going to admit he is NJ Ranger in sunglasses? More importantly, how do we get a mute Mike Morse?
Keep praying.
Press F. Press F. Press F. Flow State, 200 gems. Happy poop. Gold coin. Gold coin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. DC3 in Dallas, Texas, middle of the country, easy travel, no Airbnb, homes with psycho wallpaper, and Woody's amazing laugh would be celebrated. Anything's a possibility at this point. Wednesday night for Lenny. Looks like I'm busy every Wednesday till the end of time. Love you guys, especially Dixon Cider. Listen, I can't tell you how many people hated Lenny when we first had him on. Hated him. Almost like they hated Mike when we first started.
What?
And nothing. And these are the people that are demanding Lenny be on now. So give it a try. Or not. I could totally understand if you're just disgusted with the man and you want nothing to do with him.
You're gonna see a new Lenny though. It's a whole different take.
This is his show. I told him the following. You want me to tell you? Here. This is what I sent him. I said, Wednesday night, 8 p.m., the debut of the Lenny Show. Have some topics ready or whatever you'd like to discuss. We will be your co-hosts. Your show, your rules. I've already told Mike. I'm giving you time out authority, which means Mike can be placed in timeout by you at any time. To his reply was, weird, but okay. ... And then he starts telling me how he doesn't have a lot of time and he's got to be done by this time.
Busy man.
Let's get him in the door. Let's get him in the door. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Before we get to Wednesday, we got to do Tuesday.
We do have
What's that?
We do have a Kimberly here.
Kimberly slipping in under the wire with gifted 5. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you to everybody out there. Appreciate you guys joining us today on PDP. The Blind Mike Project. Check out the links in our description to channels that we support around here. And have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Mayonnaise.